Hello, welcome back to Just Casting. Here with me, Kyle.
Dave.
Jose.
Pat.
And Jared.
So, Jared, how are you doing? How's the timeline, space lines, dimension lines?
Thought
Oh,
lines.
it's good. I'm in the present. I'm picketing outside Cartoon Network offices because Beware the Batman still exists, and I'm kind of pissed about that.
Really?
Are you sure you're not in the past? Because that show got canceled.
I thought it was just put on hiatus. I don't think
There's no end.
It's canceled.
Yeah, I have it from good authority that hiatus is never going to end.
like the Paul Dini,
Has it
yeah.
officially been called canceled?
No, it's on an what is it called? Indefinite hiatus.
Yeah. But it's too bad. I mean, I don't know. Paul Dini, he was a co-writer for that new Maleficent movie. I mean, trailer was dope. I'd see it. I mean,
It's random, but yeah.
Wait, what?
I was saying Paul Dini. He was a writer on the new Angelina
I know,
Jolie.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, Paul Dini's fine. I mean, I love Paul Dini, but
But
I
yeah,
don't
it's too
have
bad
any
about
interest
Beware the
in seeing
Batman.
that.
I never got the chance to watch. I mean, I heard good things about Kevin Smith. Said it was good. But from what I saw, it was just Batman versus things his more obscure, but
Yeah,
aside
Professor Pig.
I like Professor Pig though. Professor Pig's cool. I don't like Mockingbird. No, not Mockingbird. What's her face? Magpie. That's it. Magpie.
Female Magpie.
And Anarchy, in the comics, he was a V from V for Vendetta ripoff. In the show, he's just a Moon Knight ripoff. In a real
Yeah.
Ooh. Moon Knight. Moon Knight should get his own animated series.
I'm excited for Moon Knight because Warren Ellis is writing a new Moon Knight series, and it actually looks pretty cool. And I like Warren
Oh,
I'm
Ellis.
surprised
shit.
we're not getting a Netflix series about Moon Knight. to be
Yeah, I
honest.
mean, Moon Knight, they're like, hey, Marvel, we have our version of Batman. Let's do that.
Yeah, except he has 3 multiple personalities?
Yeah,
They could-
it's really fucked
I
up.
mean, they could slowly get into that. They have to figure it out. It's weird. But, I mean, Daredevil's getting another shot at redemption, and Fantastic Four, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Fantastic Four. Every time I read the news, it's wait, so Mr. Fantastic and the Thing were, government, weapons now, and then they meet up with...
I think it's all just rumor, and people are just spewing stuff out.
Yeah.
There's nothing out about it.
Sounds like the bowels of Tumblr.
Wait, the movie?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
reboot.
Yeah.
And-
I've
the only
heard
thing
7 different actors named for
Yeah.
The only
Giant
thing
Storm.
we know is that...
All of them
no.
different aces and rages.
No,
and
the only
ages.
thing we know is that Michael B. Jordan
Is
playing
that
Johnny
100%?
Storm. It's confirmed, supposedly, by Marvel.
Is it confirmed?
I think so.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know
It's
about
the
that.
only one that's been,
You know who I
that's
heard?
talked about by Marvel.
You know
only-
who I heard was linked to it?
Of all the guys in that new movie, The Awkward Moment, they had to pick Michael B. Jordan?
Really? You wanted Zac
I
Efron?
He died in The Wire. You could
Maybe.
use
Maybe.
a better shot. I mean, what was I gonna say? I heard Josh Gad, the chubby guy
Yeah,
from
The
Frozen, the little snowman guy, is linked to the Fantastic Four reboot. I don't know what.
He's Doctor Doom.
God, if he was Doctor Doom, that'd be ridiculous.
No, but he's gonna be the Thing.
Really? I mean,
That's what I heard.
Ben Grimm was a football player and really intimidating before he became.
Recast Michael Chiklis.
Yeah, Michael Chiklis could be a better thing. I didn't mind him in the suit. You know,
He was wonderful.
He was good. I mean,
Yeah, he was good.
He tried. I mean, what I didn't
He
like
tried.
was in the original Fantastic Four. Chris Evans is much better Captain America than Human Torch. Jessica Alba can't really act.
No,
And,
she
Hey,
can't.
hey, did you see Good Luck, Chuck?
No,
I did.
and it sucked.
Yeah, it sucked
was
ass.
I love penguins.
It was
and
the
she was
fir-
really clumsy.
It was the first nail in Dane Cook's coffin.
Kyle,
The first,
Kyle, you may have to lay off the booze.
maybe the
Is
10th.
it just me, or is Jessica Alba just one of those actresses who constantly stars in shitty movies?
No, she's
And,
she's on the
that's
fast
her
track
work.
to D-list.
I
think she
Fast
is
Track?
D-list.
I was going to say, when was she in a movie?
She's Spy Kids 4 is her
yeah,
recent.
that was good.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, well.
There you go.
It's weird, Robert.
Machete
Prestigious
Kills.
cinema.
Robert Rodriguez is fucking Machete and from Dusk Till Dawn. Then he does fucking Spy Kids and Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Fuck him.
No.
Fuck him.
He has said that he
No.
makes Shark Boy and Lava Girl
Fuck
for his
you.
kids and everything, but his
No.
kids should be teenagers by now.
He makes one for the studios, one for himself. That's his thing.
but they're
But
all.
they're all shit.
remember
Sorry.
Shorts? He made Shorts. Remember that movie from Nope, nobody saw it.
No, I don't remember it.
That was a Robert Rodriguez movie.
I know.
You know, I now remember it because you brought it up, but I am surprised, but I shouldn't be that you would remember that.
What?
Short?
Shorts.
Yeah, he
Oh.
did Spy Kids, he did Shark Boy and Lava Girl, he did Shorts, he did Spy Kids 4. I don't know what other kids movie he did.
I think it was just Spy Kids in general.
I mean, I
don't
think
think he
Spy Kids, I remember I saw them when a kid, like, the 1 and 2, I was impressed, but then Spy Kids 3, so I didn't even bother seeing that, it looked like shit. And
Yeah.
Spy Kids 4, I felt like Joel McHale was like, just make sure the check clears and everything, and like, fucking...
Yeah.
Really, because Joel McHale is like, that's the guy. He's the big guy in Hollywood right now.
They picked him. I don't know.
I fucking...
I know.
I don't know his thought process.
I saw him at Rowan last year. He came there.
Yeah, he's fine. He's
fine.
not. He's not a he's not a big time actor. He's
Well,
Still.
they
the guy
casted him. I don't
he's
know.
The guy from The Soup that he was like, oh my god, you want me in a movie? Oh my god, yes, I'll do anything you say, Robert.
Yeah, I remember before he became an actor, and he was just the host of The Soup. Then he was on Community, and then things just took off from there.
He's
Community. I can't
He's
believe...
still the guy from The Soup.
Yeah, I love The Soup. That show's been on for a while, at least 2007. I remember watching that shit when I was mad young.
Yeah.
But I remember it used to be on Friday and everything. God, just like V is like one of the worst networks out there ever. But The Soup just like makes fun of like all like the shit that it produces and everything. It's like Joel McHale. When I saw him, he seemed like a war veteran. Only instead of war, he's like seen some like the worst TV to like depict like the worst of humanity ever. So you know. He's like all stressed out from that kind of. But I heard that Marvel's already like planning on Captain America 3, not just for like only because like all the test screenings say that like it's all like amazing reviews from like the test screenings. So
I mean, let's be honest. We all know those movies are gonna be good. The only one that's up to question right now is Guardians of the Galaxy because it's not that well known.
Why did you talk? I was gonna see how long Pat could go for without taking a breath between.
Keep going.
Number one, I did not know. Number two, you guys bitches, I don't talk, so I'm gonna try to talk more. You fuck.
I know, you just kept talking though.
I
It
didn't
was
even
really
notice.
funny.
I wasn't even
He
trying to
had a
do
good
that.
thing going.
From like the beginning of this podcast, he's just
He could have just kept going.
We were
and
like talking about Beware the Batman. He was just like, Paul Dini's writing the fucking Snow White movie.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know,
makes
maybe-
it sound like NPR of comics.
he really does.
Whatever.
But well, yeah, but I think they were always planning trilogies for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
that's just a that's a given.
it's part of Phase
Thor
3.
3 is confirmed. I haven't like heard.
They have to be. I mean,
Yeah, what about same director?
that no.
There might
I'm
not
not saying
be.
that. I'm saying that there's going to be a Thor 3.
Oh,
Generic
that-
movie
yeah.
with a different director. Then again, I
The
like
second
Iron Man
movie had a
3.
different director.
I don't think that's
That's
like
different.
that's not uncommon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Not at all.
Well, yeah.
But the second movie had a different director.
Yeah, I guess, but still.
and
I mean, I
Captain
like-
America 2 has a different directors.
Shane Black directed
Iron Man
3, and
yeah.
I don't love it, but
Yeah.
a lot of people do.
Passable, I like. It's not I watched it on like one of the movie channels, and I could see some flaws, but it's still enjoyable.
I
you know?
DVR'd it. I've not rewatched it yet.
Yeah.
It's just that's gonna happen.
I mean, they posted? Did you see for like X-Men: Days of Future Past? They
Oh,
had like. Did you see the Future Sentinels? Those
No,
are,
I haven't
like,
seen that. What are you talking about?
They're like the Sentinels, like
for
from,
the
like,
Empire magazine
No,
or
I've seen
something.
the
Yeah.
Empire magazine covers.
They
and I
have the
haven't seen
Sentinels
anything.
from like when they're premiering with like Peter Dinklage in the 70s. Then like it has like the last.
Someone
event-
so small with something so tall.
Yes, something. Then they had the last variant cover, which shows the Sentinels like in the far future with like gray hair Wolverine and whatever, and like the Sentinels look more like
Sentinel.
kind of alienish a little bit. Not when I say alien, I mean they're like all blended together. It's hard to
What are the
describe.
size of these things?
They're like
it's
they're
big.
not gigantic. They're not like humongous.
They're
Like
They're
that-
not like
is this what you're
they're not
talking
like could lift
Yeah.
a building.
No, that's
gigantic,
the 70s
like they should
one.
be.
Oh, okay.
That's how
Okay,
tall.
No,
I
but they're
see
just
though.
they're
Jose,
bigger, like 8, 9 feet tall.
Nah, it looks like I would say like.
Oh, that's not big
20
enough.
I would say
That's-
20 to 25.
That's way bigger than 8-9 feet tall. That's probably about 20 because that
Mhm.
guy's probably the average guy is like what
5'10".
5'10".
It changed.
I don't think I could step on
I like-
a guy like some.
I like my Sentinels big.
Oh
I'm sure
my
you do,
God.
Jared.
Do you think they're gonna show Wolverine getting vaporized by like a Sentinel in the future? Because
Yeah.
that's like classic for Days of Future Past.
Probably. Oh
Who's
yeah.
in this-
There's the picture of freaking Quicksilver and
Yeah.
Toad.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
just weird.
Toad looks better than Quicksilver. At least they got like his basic character designs right.
What-
Fucking
Well, he's
Quicksilver.
got a mohawk.
And it's so weird that they have Anna Paquin on one of the covers when they
Yeah.
cut out her
Yeah,
entire
that was
scene.
weird.
It's like, oh, here.
Maybe it's a lie and she's like a main character.
I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah, there's
I
like so
saw-
much going
I
on.
saw pictures of like Aaron Ashmore, but he had like CGI like dots all over his face. So cool, Iceman's
He's
gonna
in
be
the
all-
following.
He's in the following, really?
Yeah, he's a main character in the
That's weird.
following.
Yeah,
I remember when he was a
We were
fucking
talking about off
Animorph.
mic. I'm a big fan of the following now, Jared.
Are you?
Yeah, I watched 10 episodes today.
I actually know the guy who's the lot manager for that show.
Really?
I do.
If
I
you
do.
talk
He was
to
the
him-
same lot manager for 30 Rock when it was on.
If you talk to him, tell him I discovered it today, and I'm a big fan.
Wow. Well, then I may have to. Well, if I follow the same path with you as most things, then in probably 2 to 3 years I will be watching it too.
Watch the first episode. You'll
2 to 3 years.
Yeah, Jared's a little behind.
It's probably I estimate I'll start watching Doctor Who. I'll estimate in the fall of 2014.
Well, you only have a few episodes with the new Doctor, so.
Yeah. Speaking of Doctor Who.
Speaking of Doctor Who, that's a good point. We should talk.
As much as I hate to open up that
No,
Pandora's
it's very
box
quick.
right
There's
now.
only one bit of news with Doctor Who.
It has to hold us
Yeah.
over because we have 7 goddamn months until new episodes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, they on Twitter or online, whatever you want to
They
call
might
it.
have like a mini episode special or some
Maybe.
bullshit.
But
Let's hope.
Guys, come on. I'm trying to say something. Stop interrupting me. They revealed the costume of the new Doctor online today. Or, like, 2 days ago, I should say.
I think yesterday was officially released.
Was it yesterday?
I believe so. This
Okay, I
is
saw it on
relatively
Twitter
recent.
and posted it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they revealed Peter Capaldi's suit, the all-important costume for the new Doctor, and I gotta say, I like it. It's not similar to anything we've seen in recent years, but it's very, very much his own thing.
I like it.
yeah, it's okay. Like, it's.
Yeah, have you seen it trending on Facebook, Jared?
What's up? Have I seen it now?
It looks.
Let me see.
If you go to my
Hold on.
Facebook, I posted it. But
All right.
I like his
Hold on.
shoes. I like his Doc Martens.
yeah, but it looks very magician-y.
I mean, just because he's in like
Magician-y.
a voila pose and he's like.
No, but I mean, it's a coat that's like a velvety coat that has like an inside that's red and outside that's blue. He's got like a very high, like frilly white shirt. Like
It's not frilly.
it's not
like-
frilly, but it's very magician. It's very magician.
Interesting.
Maybe that'll be a thing of his doctor. It's kind of like the air of a magician or whatever.
Well, I think he's like an elder, weird. Because I mean, all the old doctors pre 9 had some kind of wacky costume to them,
Yeah,
Yes.
it's true.
and so this is his kind of like it's kind of wacky but kind of not. It's
Yeah, it's like I said, no giant, no celery, no bow ties, no scarf. Like
Well, I maintain that the bow tie. I maintain that 11's was not all that wacky. If you put that
I like
on,
his
if you put
second
that on-
costume a lot better than his first costume.
If you put that on an old man, well, he had like 4, but if you put that on an old man, like any of 11's costumes, he would look average. Or if you put that on a young man in like in the 40s, nobody would even comment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, looking back, Wayne 1 wasn't that goofy.
No, but again, because he was
They're
an old
just
man.
starting out.
True. 2, no. 3's where it really got goofy.
3 was all about style.
2 was
He
debatable for some people, but 3 definitely was goofy.
Yeah.
The fucking it's like the poofy shirt from
And then
Seinfeld.
4 to 9, it was all like
Yeah,
goofiness.
it was all wacky.
Yeah, you got the obnoxious scarf, stick of celery,
Six coat.
the Crayola gangbang.
Did you just say the stick of celery?
Yes, the fifth Doctor had a stick of celery on his suit.
On his lapel. Yeah.
How's that an accessory? I've never
Yeah.
heard of that
It was
before.
It's a
like-
decorative
I've heard of a
vegetable.
rose, maybe.
It's a
Dude,
decorative vegetable.
Dude, just look up Fifth Doctor on Google.
Yeah.
And he has a stick of celery on his suit. Then we
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the Crayola gangbang, which when I was listening to the 11th Doctor story, they poke fun at that so much.
The what? Which story?
The 11th Doctor stories.
Oh yeah. yeah.
For the 6th Doctor, all they do is poke fun at his suit,
Well, yeah. I mean, like even Colin Baker hated that suit. It was
Mhm.
like too.
and he still wore it quite a few times,
Well, I mean, like,
even
he's
after
the doctor.
even after he retired as a Doctor.
Yeah, even after he was like fired. He didn't retire. He was fired.
Okay, yeah, when he was no longer the Doctor, like
Yeah.
that one random Top Gear episode he was in, where they had all the villains, had multiple BBC villains trying to in a race car, and then poof, out comes fucking Colin Baker, fat Colin Baker in the suit.
There's
Well,
no
didn't
other
he do
type
it
of
this
Colin
year? Yeah, that's true. Did he do it this year for the 5-ish Doctors?
Probably. Yeah, he did it for the 5 Doctor.
Yeah, so it was this year.
Oh, okay then. I didn't even know
Probably. He's been like, living
Yeah.
off that
Well-
fact that he was the Doctor for like 2 years, the
Yeah.
past 20 years.
Yeah.
So let's say 2 years.
So-
That when he was the Doctor for
Yeah.
2 years.
that. No, I mean I'm still going to the review of the Sylvester McCoy 7th Doctor. He had like a weird vest, and
Well, no, he was completely.
Yeah, I didn't
he
like
had,
the vest. And
He
so,
had like a how with a question mark on it.
Yeah.
he had a
Question
vest with a
mark.
lot of question marks on
Yeah,
it.
it was all
Yeah.
question mark themed. He had a question mark.
8 I wouldn't really define as weird.
It was.
It was
He
too
dressed
over-
Victorian
It
in
was
a
too
modern
over the
era.
top. Way too over the top, Victorian.
All right then. 9.
That was a
lot of
wig
people
he was
dressed
wearing.
like that?
His hair was not like he was wearing.
I don't know. I wasn't against
he
it.
had a shaved
Personally,
head.
I wasn't against it, but I do understand. I do see the point.
I liked his second
That's
costume
not
17 years later.
It's like wacky. It's like flamboyant Victorian. It was
All right,
like
then,
purple
all right, then,
Victorian
He had like a
suit.
Oh, I remember
green
that.
like velvet.
Okay,
jacket
okay.
and
Like
all
green.
that.
Yeah,
9 was just a leather
He had a
jacket.
freaking pocket watch and long hair.
Mm-hmm.
And
9 was hands down the least wacky of any.
Yeah.
I liked
And
it.
10 wasn't even that
It was
wacky.
just a suit and a long coat.
10's was hipster.
Yeah.
That was 11's
Which-
was hipster like all time
11's
on
creative
11.
hipster.
11's hipster that just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, I think that's it
I
for the Doctor.
I
Who.
can't wait till this winter of 2015 and I understand all of
When you
this.
get all these jokes, yeah, it'll be great. It will be great.
Yes.
But
One more movie in.
So
yeah.
Quentin Tarantino is taking legal action against Gawker.
Oh.
I could give less of a shit about what
I
his,
think-
his hateful eight or whatever.
No,
I think he's
fucked
such
up
an
that someone
asshole
looked it
for that
online.
too.
I
though.
think he's only because he's
What?
only suing for $1 million. Like he knows that they didn't really do it. He just wants to make an example out of
Wait,
them.
why
so,
is Quentin an asshole?
I don't. Yeah, some
Because
people.
he's not making the movie.
Yeah,
No.
because someone leaked the whole script online.
Yeah, like it kind of wasn't even. It was in pre-production. They were like.
I would stop too. I'd be like,
Script
fuck
online.
this. I don't want
Oh.
to make this.
Well, I was misinformed in the future. I just thought that someone leaked the fact that he was making the movie.
No,
I
they
didn't know that
announced it.
someone
No,
posted
no, it's
the
a
entire script online.
No,
It was-
somebody in his like stable or whatever leaked it.
No, it wasn't in his. It was somebody's agent in his state.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was somebody
Uh.
leaked the whole script online.
Yeah.
Oh well, then
He-
he's rightful in doing
He
that.
canceled it, and now he's taking legal action. But like Gawker,
He's only suing for $1 million.
that's the thing because it's only $1 million. I think he narrowed his target down to Gawker website. They weren't. I don't think they were the official person to release it, but they're the ones that are the most enthusiastic, like putting on links, like oh check out Hateful Eight script here, 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 and like when he announced that he was taking legal action, Gawker published a rebuttal saying that Tarantino is just making a publicity stunt out of this by releasing the script himself. And that's what I thought was dubious. Like, why would he need to have a publicity stunt like that when, like, he's already had good publicity by winning awards for Django Unchained just last year and announcing a film that he wanted to
Well,
make.
also he's a grown-up filmmaker, and that's not really anything
Yeah.
he needs to do.
And he was like, yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, Tarantino's having a tantrum and he shot himself in the foot by that. And like, but after they said that, they still didn't take down the link to the script after the action was taken and everything.
He
So what
shot
does
himself
that
in
say?
the foot with, and then he fell, holding his foot into his pile of money that makes up his bed and his, cabinet.
He does
and
live in a
everything he
mansion,
owns.
and like he's living the life. Good for him. He deserves it.
He made Pulp Fiction.
He owns the pussy wagon in his house.
He owns the pussy wagon
He
is
really
in his
does.
driveway.
Yep.
That's awesome.
But I heard that he said that when he canceled Hateful Eight, he's like, don't worry, I got like 10 more stories where that came from. And
Oh yeah, of course.
word on the internet is that like his next idea for a film is that he's gonna write a fictionalized version of the Robert Blake trial, that in which like an actor from the 1970s was arrested for killing his wife, who was this like 20-year-old gold digger who married like 5 other guys before him or whatever.
Oh.
But see, that's like the thing with Tarantino. It's like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this,
I think
and then
he
it
really
turns
does-
out to be a totally different project.
Yeah, but I think he does plan on making at least one film in the next 3 years. He wants to stay on schedule. There's a time where he took like between Kill Bill and Inglourious Bastards, he had Death Proof, but like between Kill Bill and Inglourious Bastards, there was kind of like a dull period, and then like ever since Inglourious Bastards, then really since Django, now with the Django Unchained, he's planning on making a new film like within the next 3 years. Probably he's on contract to make a new film within the next 3 years.
Well, I think he said that he wants to make 10 in his career, and he's up to 7.
yeah,
I heard that in an interview
He's
with
only
him
up to
at one point in
7?
time.
What?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Well, do
No,
you count?
He's on 9, I think.
Wait, do you count Kill Bill 1 and 2 as?
Yeah,
Two?
yeah. Even if you count those together.
Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, Kill Bill 1, Kill Bill 2,
Reservoir
Death Proof,
Dogs,
Inglourious
Pulp
Bastards,
Fiction,
Django
Jackie
Unchained.
Brown, the
Django
both
Unchained
Kill Bills.
makes 8, and that's not including From Dusk Till Dawn, which he wrote, and True Romance, which he wrote, and Natural Born Killers, which he wrote but
Yeah,
designed.
but I don't think he's counting writing.
Yeah, that's
I think
that. I wouldn't
directors
count
is
that.
making a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, well, and I mean, if you want to get that technical, he was even like a guest director on friggin' Sin City, but that doesn't count,
Yeah,
obviously.
Rodriguez made Sin City and then made Shark Boy and Lava Girl. The thing within like the
Now
year of
he's-
each other.
Now he's
Oh, and
doing...
we're back to Shark Boy and Lava
I'm
Girl.
Yes.
just saying, Sin City reminded me of that, but because it's Rodriguez.
And Sin City 2 was pushed back. It was supposed to be this year, came out. Now it's coming out next December.
Did they really push it back
Is
again?
that's really happening? Like,
Well, no,
really-
it's
They're actually filming
I'm
it.
sorry.
Yeah,
Who
they are.
cares?
Exactly.
It's been
Exactly.
years.
That's why we're making a big deal, because like, gives
Frank
a
Miller
shit.
cares, because what else is he's crazy, and what else is he doing aside from yelling at people walking by?
Frank Miller is busy making
I
other
make
300
Batman.
sequels that no one cares about.
Yeah, again, a little...
Catwoman was a lesbian.
I make Batman cool.
Oh,
God damn it, Frank Miller.
I remember when
He needs to go
Alan
back on
Moore
his
called
pills.
out Frank Miller for like being crazy. I thought that was hilarious.
Alan Moore.
Of all people to call someone crazy.
God damn it, Alan Moore.
To be fair, neither of them are wrong to call each other crazy.
They're like both on different spectrums on the same level of crazy, if that makes
They're
sense.
not that different spectrums.
Define, I mean,
They're just fucking nuts.
they're
They
both
just hate.
they are pretty
Exude
nuts.
hate.
They're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
just beards
Yes,
and
yes,
fedoras
they want
and
the
like
Cocoa Puffs.
They
like
want
eyes
all
that
the
pierce
coke.
your soul and everything. It's freaking.
Oh.
Well, did you hear what happened to the what's it called? The Batman the Gotham series thing? You hear what
Yeah,
happened
your
with that?
Penguin's gonna be the antagonist or some shit.
No, I heard.
Danny DeVito,
I
do it
would,
again.
I would go for that. Like, be the main gangster. Somebody needs to do the Penguin as he actually is, just a regular.
I want
gangster.
Paul Williams back as the Penguin. Huh? You know
Who
who I'm
else are they
talking
gonna
about.
fucking do? Like, I don't.
But no,
I
they
want
said they're
Burgess
gonna.
Meredith.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
let's reanimate
He's
Burgess
dead,
Meredith's
yeah.
corpse.
Like, you're a bum, Bruce. I don't know.
As the Penguin, he's saying that.
He was also Mickey from Rock.
No, but like because he's a resurrected corpse, he can only say lines he said before. So you just have to have him say lines
Just
from
gonna-
the '60s series and like make it work. And then
They just use like clips from past movies and spice them.
They just animate them all together
Oh,
in a
God.
string of.
Oh dear.
But no, they scrapped the whole like James Gordon, like
They're
young
not doing
cop.
James Gordon.
They're not doing that.
It's just young Bruce.
No, I heard,
That's
no, I heard
shitty.
young Gordon is still the main character.
I heard that
Bruce
was
is like a
totally
auxiliary
scrapped.
character.
But
It's
they're
like-
following young Bruce through school, and
It's
it's
like
that
Richie
is
Rich
so
with Bruce
un-
Wayne. Pretty
Oh my
much.
god! Did you? They literally have just stole. I heard Kevin Smith talk about this a little bit. That they've just taken what there's Batman and Batman. There's two podcasts where him and Paul Dini. Yeah, I think it was Paul Dini. Go into and they come up with the best Batman because it started with them talking about the trailer for Arkham Origins.
Yeah.
You remember that TV spot where it's
Yeah.
like shows him as a kid and like it's the part where he shows him in school getting beat up by bullies.
Yeah.
And apparently that like made Kevin like, oh my god, that's such a cool idea.
What, that Batman used to get beat up as a kid?
Well, no,
Yeah, but that's
no, they go
only-
on for like 2 hours about like his prep school days and like what it could be.
The
like, at
one part of
school.
I
Batman's
don't
life
even-
that hasn't been told
And
yet.
they come up with this amazing story, like him and Paul Dini. Paul Dini's one, who made the animated series, basically, like some of the best episodes. And they go make this amazing story, and then like 2 weeks later, suddenly the show that was just about Jim Gordon and Gotham Central, and no Batman, no Bruce Wayne, is suddenly like, well, Bruce Wayne's in it, and then now it's suddenly it's about Bruce Wayne in school. It's about Bruce Wayne in school.
Oh God.
And
I just feel like that's just I don't know.
If
For
your
me,
parents
it's
just got shot,
uninteresting.
go off to a private school.
Well,
off
no,
with
it's,
you.
it's him becoming the mind behind Batman
I
before.
that's
he-
I
lame.
understand. Yeah,
It's
thank
lame.
you. I just
not
want to
lame.
see
It's
Batman
lame.
doing
So
Batman
watch
stuff.
Dark Knight.
That's what Smallville fucking was. It was Superman becoming
But
fucking
why does
adult.
everything need to
the
be
mind
exactly what you
becomes-
want? Just
It
read
doesn't
the
have to be
comic.
what I
No,
doesn't
it
have to be what I
doesn't-
want. It
It's
doesn't
just
have to be
I've
what-
been
I'm not-
seeing
Watch
so
the
many
Batman
prequels.
animated
I'm just
series
saying
again.
it's
Okay.
not. No, I'm not saying it has to be the same ideas. I'm just saying Batman as a kid becoming the mind
You've
behind
never
Batman.
seen that.
I'm just saying.
but we
I'm not
understand
criticizing
what it
Paul
is.
Dini's
Nobody's
idea. I'm
ever done
criticizing.
that actually with Batman.
No, but we
There's almost-
understand what goes on, and we don't
No, you
need to
don't.
see
You've never
it.
seen it. How do you know what goes on? They've never done
You
that
just-
as a comic.
How many times?
How much information do we need?
How many
okay,
times-
he gets beat up on. He
You
goes
sit
to the
there, you
university. He
look
gets
at every
detective
shit
stuff,
Batman ever
and then he trains, and that's it.
How
It's about
many
a young
times?
detective mind.
No,
They skip over it. It's fine. We don't need to know all of this.
Why?
I'm just saying, how many
'Cause
times is
it's-
Bruce gonna say, "Oh, like criminals suck. My parents are killer criminals.
Are
I
you
hate."
guys kidding?
that."
How many times are you going to watch him beat up on the Joker? We've seen it
That's
thousands and
okay.
millions of
No,
times.
You know what
has
you
to
just
be
said
that.
about the
It doesn't have to
trailer
be-
for
I'm
the
not saying it has
Arkham
to be
Origins
that.
thing? How
Yeah.
it went by so fast? Because guess what? We already know that. We know the
But
history
you know,
of Batman.
every single time you see Batman fight the Penguin, you know Batman's going to win.
Exactly.
So
Not
why do
when
you
he
want
fought
to? Why are you
Bane
wearing
back
that
in
shirt
the
right
day,
now?
like-
No,
There's never-
now you're being
It's.
crazy.
I'm saying they're introducing something new that they're talking about a time period in Batman that they've never talked about. Smallville. I'll
Okay,
give
no,
you-
they haven't
you're
talked
not-
about it in
This
detail.
reminds
They didn't
me
talk
of
about it
a
in
Patton
detail.
Oswalt bit. Like, hey, do you like? There's defined like the Star Wars prequels. Like,
Thank
hey,
you.
do you like Boba Fett? Well, here's
him as a kid. Didn't
Hey,
we
do you
go
like-
through with all this? Don't we know?
That's so not even remotely true. Because Boba Fett was a character that was basically.
I'm with you. And
There's no
I'm like, I can tell you're upset.
There's no
I'm just
reason
like-
Boba Fett was popular. He was. He did nothing.
okay, you know what? I'm sorry.
Pointing
We
the
don't need
flamethrower menacingly. That was awesome.
we don't need to go into detail with this. Like we get it. We can
I disagree with you.
because we can fill in the lines ourselves.
No, but you're not letting me look. Smallville, I'll give you because they always had Superboy was a show, Superboy was a comic. We know Superman's past. I'll give you there was no real reason you needed to do Superboy as a CW show. I liked Smallville, but there was no real reason. We got that he was a super kid. Batman is super interesting because from 8 years old, he's suddenly not a kid anymore. So suddenly you get to see a kid that's basically a sociopath growing up to try to become something bigger.
But we understand it already.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you understand everything that can ever happen with Batman.
That's
So
kind
why do you
of-
care about Batman?
That's kind of what Batman begins
But
with.
that doesn't mean, oh, now I want to see him as a kid because it's never
Really?
done before.
But
I get it.
it's- But it's something different and interesting.
No, it's not really that interesting.
Maybe not to you, but
It's
the gen-
different.
To the general public, it probably would be.
Yeah,
because
I don't understand your attitude at all.
It's like, okay. It's,
You got to remember that. Well, unfortunately, average consumer Alex is not here. These
Yeah.
shows are got to be designed for that type of.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's
It's like-
why.
I disagree. I don't understand why a comic book character would not want to learn more about young Bruce Wayne. We know almost nothing about young Bruce Wayne except he got pissed. He's like Jesus. Something happens when he's
Jesus.
super
Are
young.
you listening to yourself?
Yeah, are you really listening? Come
The
on.
Bible? No, listen to this. In the Bible, Jesus goes from 12 to 30 years old.
Yeah, I know.
In Batman lore, he goes from age 8
Why do you think they left that out?
to college.
Why do you think they
I'm
left that
talking
out?
about Superman, though.
No, we're not. We're talking about Batman.
No, I know, but like Superman's the more biblical
Man of Steel is very
identity.
clear that Superman is Jesus.
I am
It's gap of
Jesus.
knowledge. We know everything that Superman ever did from day. Their Super Baby was a goddamn comic at one point.
Yeah, that's so... It's true. They had like Super Horse and they had like Super Baby. And...
Okay, you know what would be interesting? Skip the kid shit. Let's just cut to him training.
But that's even boring. Watch that.
It's like-
Watch.
Oh, that's boring. How
But I'm
he
thinking-
learns
Well,
to
well,
to-
well,
we know what-
I will stop you there because how awesome is it watching Green Arrow training?
But he's not training. He's been done.
Yeah.
He's done training. You
It's
saw
more
5
about-
years later.
It's more about his experiences on the
No,
island.
no,
like-
no. There are flashbacks at how he became Green Arrow and
But
trained.
that's not training. That's like missions
Well,
and stuff he had to go on.
They turned it into that, but yeah, no, I mean,
It's weird, like,
it's not
looking
just
back-
about
like,
I don't
training.
wanna
If it
see-
was just like literally Bruce Wayne
Yeah, I don't want to see
day-to-day
Bruce Wayne
training,
getting
that would be
taught
boring.
by
But
people. I do.
Well,
But I
he's
wanna
being
see-
taught. He's in goddamn prep school.
But I want to see. I want to see other stuff going on than him having boxing lessons. I want to see him having boxing lessons and then having to go solve a crime.
So
Why would you-
Before he's Batman?
Yes.
I don't know. It doesn't make that
So would
much
he have,
sense
like,
to
a-
me.
well,
Hardy
he's not going to be the
Would he be like a
detective.
Yeah, then
Weekend
he's not
Hardy
detective.
Boys thing, just like
Yeah, except he can actually punch someone in the face at the end.
Well, how would you show the development of his detective
I want to see
skills?
training. I'm saying it has to be bold. It can't just be him like at a gym with Wildcat for 40 minutes a week.
But- But wait, Kyle, how would you show the development of his detective skills? Because that's one of the things that we don't know about
You
how
show-
he just became.
When he's young, you see some kind of you see something related to his parents' death that leads to another crime that he ends up having to solve, and then he leads to another crime. It's obsession that leads to, proficient detective skills.
Okay, I'm buying this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, check out my wallpaper. It's this. I can't see it on the podcast, unfortunately. I'm showing Kyle. It's a picture that Bruce Timm drew of every thing they can't show. They couldn't have shown. Damn it.
Well, while you show
On,
Kyle that,
Batman the
Dave, how's
Animated
Atlantic City? We never got a chance to talk about that.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah,
Oh god.
Dave, did you meet Nucky Thompson?
Yeah, I visited his grave. I actually met Steve Buscemi.
Did you stay at the
That's
Ritz
Steve
Carlton?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't.
What was that like?
No, it's
But,
every day was just drinking. Just keep drinking and drinking
I
until
know,
just
that's
passing
like-
out.
when
Sounds
I
like
was on
fun.
a cruise and I met this 15-year-old who was able to steal bottles of Bacardi from the liquor shop and pass them off to me for free, and we never got busted.
It's like a Hunter S. Thompson novel.
It's living the Hunter S. Thompson life. I've been trying to live that life for the longest time.
You do know how his life ended, right?
I know he shot himself. I'm not stupid. I'm not that freaking misinformed. His son was in the house, and he said that when his dad shot himself, it sounded like a book fell to the floor and everything. And then, his funeral was a big party, and he left a message on Johnny Depp's answering machine, but Johnny Depp accidentally erased it. And it was a whole... Yeah.
He fucked up. He fucked up.
Isn't that an ultimate cosmic joke right there? Maybe it was something, really emotional and heartfelt, and now, he'll never know that Johnny Depp didn't hear it.
Well, except for Jared.
Yeah,
Jared will know.
yeah.
Jared will know what it is. But
I would.
But no, I also heard
Jared was the one that deleted it.
it was kind of quiet, but it's confirmed, right, that they pushed back Batman and Superman.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
2016.
Yeah, and X-Men
Well,
took its place.
Oh,
No, Ant-Man.
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 Yeah.
Oh, but look how surprised I am.
It's
just
Well played, sir.
because
That
think
film
it was-
had problems from day one. One day they're going
It
to
just-
make a movie about how troubled the production was for that movie.
doesn't it feel just rushed and not thought
It
out?
does, yes.
Like in Comic-Con, they just told Zack, Marvel did their thing. Just say whatever.
Pretty much.
Just go out there.
Yeah.
Come
It was
on, we
how
gotta
Marvel-
gotta have
I'm
something.
happy
What do we
it's
got?
still-
What do we got?
heard
Batman,
Superman.
I heard Ben
Go.
Affleck threatened to walk or something.
Hire Ben Affleck. He just made Argo.
He disagreed with
Okay,
David
okay,
S.
this is
Goyer.
good.
No,
Let's
no,
good.
yeah,
Let's
I
work
heard
with
about
this.
that.
Let's work with
I'm
this.
sure they were doing something. I'm sure they were WB, Warner Brothers, being stupid because they were trying to get it out as quick as possible. I'm sure Ben was just like, "I'm not doing this. We're not doing this right."
Yeah.
And I'm happy it's delayed because that means they'll have more time to do it.
Like I said before, is David S. Goyer the only screenwriter that
For
DC has?
for DC
Yes.
Entertainment,
They
they
They can hire
gotta
new
cut him
people. I mean, they can get
No,
new
but
writers,
it's cheaper to keep him probably.
but
cheaper to keep it.
Buy cheap, you get cheap. You know.
Well, they don't care because they know Batman and Superman. Just put that in the title.
Well,
I'm gonna go see
To
it,
be
and
fair,
I know it's
to be fair. That's a good idea.
yeah. No, really, it is. Sorry,
You can't blame them for that. That's a really good marketing idea.
that's how they do it.
They just don't care if it's good. They just want to make it
Most-
box office.
Well, no,
most-
but if they delayed it a year, that means they're making sure it's good, or at least they're making
Or
sure
they
it's a
care,
movie.
at
Better
least.
be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's Superman and
They
Batman
like to
with
make us
Wonder
think that
Woman.
they
It's
care.
like
Featuring Wonder
average consumer Alex. Nobody cares who's writing it or directing it. They just know that Batman and Superman are going to be punching things
Well, the
and
problem-
each other.
Well, the problem is that David S. Goyer is not
Sold.
really the writer for this movie. You realize
He's
that.
probably the story
There's-
or
there's
executive.
1,000 people that are doing rewrites. There's 1,000
Yeah, the
people
first
that are
draft
editing.
leaks online, you know?
And it's not even remotely that movie anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, the first draft is never going to be.
Never.
Some
that.
things I liked. I mean,
That's why
that
I'm kind of a little like. So why is
I
Quentin-
guarantee that was not the first draft. I guarantee the first draft of that movie was written 20 years ago.
yeah.
That's just how these things work. They just take things and then work on them, and for 20 years, then eventually we need to use it now.
I'm just
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if someone at Warner Brothers had it stuffed in a desk somewhere.
Yeah, Jim from accounting.
Always
Jim
Jim
from
from accounting.
God damn it, Jim.
Yeah, it is always from
Shit, what good scripts do we have that I can read?
He's
Oh, here's a Batman Superman
Well, it's
script from
not even-
1998.
No, it's not even Jim. It's the guy that was in Jim's desk after Jim got fired in 2004.
He moved all his stuff out and he found that.
It was Bill from accounting.
Bill and Jim.
Bill took over Jim's
Bill's the tall
Bill
one
moved
and
into
Jim's
his
the short
office.
fat one.
Yeah, but he was just like, "Oh my god, I found the Batman Superman script. Maybe I should give this."
And this
to
wasn't
someone."
even in an office; it was a cubicle.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kind of glad that it's pushed back because this whole year is it? No, I'm sorry. 2015 is just cramped as fuck.
It really
Yeah.
is.
It's like overload. Like I don't
And
know.
2014 is so not.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay.
There's some, but,
It's,
like, it's spread
it's
out.
spaced out better.
Yeah, but
Because-
like compared to 2015, I mean, my God.
Yeah, I know. It's like how there's no.
I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty excited for
competitiveness.
when Batman Superman was coming out in the same summer as Avengers. I was like, oh,
It's like how are those two gonna?
if I ever have to commit suicide, this is the summer to do it.
Yeah.
After that. It's never getting
It's-
better.
Like, of course I want to see a Batman Superman movie, of course, but, you know, like
And
we
regardless-
said, so rushed.
Regardless of what they say about it, still gonna go see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It's
Yeah,
like
well,
not.
It
you're
actually-
stupid to not go see this.
It is kind of guaranteed its box office.
Yeah,
like, in terms
just
of
by the
that's
two
good.
names. But it gets to that point. It's like, do you have anybody else besides these two? Like I know,
Well, but they
I
are-
know there's Flash, there's Wonder Woman,
No.
there's Green Lantern, but are they really viable?
Are they making the Flash movie still? I know, like
I don't know. They're
they'll be
really
the-
I
putting
don't-
a lot into the show.
Yeah,
I'm
last
proud
I
of
saw the
Flash
show is still a go.
No, the show is a go. They're casting.
Pilot's a
they're-
go.
Yeah, everything's. Yeah, that's gonna get picked up. It's gonna be amazing, and I'm gonna be super happy.
So apparently it's
it will-
coming out in the fall, from what I heard. And-
Probably.
What the
So
the
Barry
Flash
was in
show?
a coma for a
Yeah.
year.
If they were smart, what they should do is end
If they were
Arrow in. Arrow ends in June, whenever it ends normally. Like
May.
May start the Flash in June and have it be a summer show.
I don't think the CW does that.
They
like-
don't, but they
No, the
should do
CW
that.
doesn't do summer
Yeah.
shows.
No, they don't, but they should because that would maintain your viewership for the whole year.
I mean,
I would be okay with waiting till the fall.
I would
Yeah,
not.
they're a fall show. Like, I mean, that would, it's a
I'd
good
rather they do
idea,
it right.
but, I mean,
Yeah,
I think they'll actually.
So I want a full 23 episode, season.
They're gonna have a.
I want to see them go through the seasons. I want to see a Christmas episode of The Flash. I want to see a Thanksgiving episode.
Christmas.
Oh, Christmas episode of the Flash.
An Arbor
we did the
Day
Santa
episode.
thing.
I remember
Yes.
when Clark convinced Santa not to kill himself. And
That was
Did
really
you
awesome.
did you guys see the Justice League Christmas episode?
Yeah.
Where
like-
Flash is Santa.
Yeah.
Where the Flash just
With the
says
rubber
the
ducky.
best
And
is
like
when,
Ultra Humanite reprograms the rubber ducky to like
Yeah.
smell like fucking.
it's just like
Nutcracker
Charles
or some
Dickens
shit,
story
yeah.
or something like that. I love that.
yeah, and Superman brings John home for
Yeah.
Christmas,
Oh,
and
to the
Pa's
couch,
like,
yeah.
we used to have to wrap Clark's presents in
lead,
lead so that we
yeah.
couldn't see what's in them, and he just looks
Yeah,
angry.
yeah.
and
There's and then
no,
there's
he
a
still
later
does.
shot,
Yeah.
like he's like,
And he goes-
God damn it,
Yeah,
it's
he's still
lead."
looking in to try to see.
I just remember they were like, "Oh yeah, Batman's like on Watchtower, dude." Yeah, I'm like, "Oh cool." Bruce
He
Wayne
just
doesn't give
sat
a fuck
alone.
about like Christmas.
Not to mention all those kids he's adopted that
Now-
might want some Christmas.
Now see that I want to see a Batman Christmas special.
They've
Like
done that.
no, but like that. Like, oh yeah, he's just stuck up in the tower being a curmudgeon. Fuck.
You want to see a Batman
Kinda
Christmas
boring.
Carol?
I really
my
yes,
God,
yes.
Where it's just like, no,
Now
Robin,
that is something they haven't done before and sounds interesting.
no, Robin, you have to work on Christmas. Get out on the streets.
But at the end, he still doesn't learn,
Yeah.
and he's still a paranoid fuck.
He just finds out how to trap the ghosts.
That just reminds you of like the old Batman the Animated Series episode, like the Joker like hijacks TV for his own Christmas special.
Yeah, that's like
That was
The one
that
of
was
the
the one
four-
that
like,
invented that
couple
song.
episodes, yeah.
Yeah.
Jingle Bells, Batman Smells. I think that's the episode that like invented it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's- Yeah, that is actually That was what I was referencing when I was like, they already did a Christmas
And then there's,
special.
No, but like
No, but
the
like
Christmas Carol.
And then they like switch
Maybe the ghosts of what would it be? Like his parents would be Christmas past, maybe the ghost
Yeah.
of Christmas past.
And he just doesn't care. He's just
President would
totally
be
like
Alfred.
whatever.
President
Who would be
Alfred.
Christmas Future? Talia?
No,
And
future would
and his
be,
dead son?
Terry
would
or
be
something.
Terry or Damien.
Oh my God, is Damien gonna be Tiny Tim?
I don't think anybody would care if Damien died at the end.
God damn us, everyone!
He's like, I have one leg, but I'll still chop your head off.
God damn you, everyone!
No, it's got to be Barbara that dies. She's already in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Oh.
Not anymore.
We'll put her
technically.
back in the wheelchair just for the second.
No, Christmas
Back in the
future,
wheelchair.
Christmas future could be like Superman. It'd be like, it's okay, Bruce, everything's or I guess
No.
Superman could be Jacob Marley. Like, you know,
Superman's
his
Jacob Marley?
His like
Superman's-
business partner who's just like, you
No, but
need
he's
to
gotta-
change your ways.
No, he's got to be a shrewd. The question. But have the
I think it's
question.
not really his partner. He's
No, it's not his
friends
partner,
with him.
but he's just this
Ace
weird.
the Bat Hound. I don't fucking know.
The
What?
bat.
Come on.
Batmite.
We're being
Batmite
silly.
is
Batmite-
Well,
Bat.
Batmite
Batman could do it.
could put the whole
He could-
thing together.
That's not,
He could be any one of the ghosts.
He'd be all of them, technically.
Well, not Death.
he just turns into different versions of Batman. Like, you know, he turns into, like,
Yeah.
friggin' past Batman.
Can we? Are
versus
we
past.
writing
Oh
this?
my god, yeah.
I think we are.
No, Batman Christmas Carol. Past is
The old-fashioned...
no, it's what's his name?
Bob Kane.
No, come on. What's his name? 60s Batman.
Adam
West.
West.
Adam West.
is past Batman. Present Batman
Oh,
is
yeah.
Christian Bale. Future Batman is Ben Affleck.
That's actually
That'll-
pretty good, yeah.
come to like animated series Batman. And,
Batmite is Jacob Marley. We got it. I think we have this.
Yeah.
Jared, start
no,
writing. it.
Batmite's just
I'm
Batmite.
I'm
working on it right now. I have the first
How
draft.
is
Because
Batmite?
he wants to be Batmite's orchestrating the whole thing. And he wants to be involved, so he has to be Tiny Tim.
Hey, Batman, heard any good jokes lately?
Yeah, basically. That's,
Wow. I love it. I love every second of this.
well, let me see.
Normally I start with the Batman jerk off hour, but you know what? This one's actually good.
But like the future, like they bring him to the future. It's his grave, and it's just like Batman, or it's like Bruce Wayne.
He just turns around and is like, expected.
Well, no, he's like Bruce Wayne. He was Batman, and he's just like, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we
it's
go
me.
that?
Yeah.
So I can get to this at some point.
I
It's
am
like,
totally
But you
unchanged.
died alone and sad with just your your tools, and your.
Toy.
Yes, that's how I expect to die.
Yeah. You did a terrible
Oh.
job. All three of you.
You'd have to show Gotham in flames or some shit for him to care. But I don't know.
Gotham Flames?
In flames.
Oh.
Gotham
No, the
Gotham
gay, the gay
Flick.
club. And,
It's not like
Gotham.
fucking Danny the Street from
thinking-
Doom Patrol and his goddamn transvestite sentient like street.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking
I know.
about.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
To put some context, it's not even that hard. Imagine a block, but the block is alive, and the personality of the sentient block is a transvestite. So it's a block, but it dresses up like a boulevard, and it's called Danny the Street.
Okay.
That's what that
Yeah,
is.
then why are we explaining this?
Because so like
I know.
I
Maybe
understand.
off mic. Maybe off
it's an
mic.
interesting idea. I'm just saying.
It's
Alright.
very strange. I
That
can't,
sums
like-
up all of Grant Morrison's work.
Oh, shit, yeah.
It does.
It
but
really
regardless,
does.
Yeah, but I like this. I like the Batman Christmas Carol.
It's all the blow.
Look, it would absolutely work. You know, it's like when they did it with the Flintstones. You just assemble the whole cast and assign
They did that
parts
after like
and...
fucking 20 years after the Flintstones
Oh,
was
oh
canceled.
my God! Wait, could the past, present, and future be
What, the Flintstones
no,
and the Jetsons?
No, like no, be like Dick, Jason, and
Damien.
Damien.
I
No,
think
Dick,
they're
Jason,
better off
and
as like
Tim.
supporting
No,
characters.
Damien is
like,
Tiny Tim.
No, Damien. Yeah, but I mean,
No,
but the three
Batman's Tiny
Robins
Tim.
Be like Dick.
Oh, all right.
I feel like Dick should be the
Alright,
future for
that
some
would actually
reason.
be interesting.
Like Dick, Tim,
Carrie
and then
Kelly?
future could be.
Yeah, Carrie Kelly.
I think Terry. I don't
He's
think
not a
Terry.
Robin though.
But no, he's Batman. He's
I
future
would go with
Batman.
Kelly.
So what's really the bad future? I'm gonna be Batman.
Yeah, there's no Robins in the future. It's just Batman.
No, not like Robin's in the future. I'm just saying, like, why does Terry represent like bad things?
Yeah, the-
Have you watched Batman Beyond? It's really fucked up. There's
the fact that Bruce is all alone and old. I mean, isn't you said that?
but that has to be the end. It's him being like, I'm okay with
Yeah,
this, and
I'm
then just
fine.
going back.
Yeah.
Totally expected this to happen.
Yeah, this is
Actually, I planned this.
If it was any other way, I would be very.
He goes, no,
angry.
this is actually ideal.
Batman
This is better than what I thought.
Batman doesn't really lose his cool unless fucking Robin's
could I
been
get here
killed,
faster?
Or like his parents' bodies have been moved or
Yeah.
some shit.
I just like Batman when he's a paranoid fuck?
Schizophrenic.
That was
Yeah,
like-
that he's just
That was
brute.
2005 Batman when he made like Brother Eye and everything.
Yeah, that's long gone though.
Yeah, I mean that was like after it turns out that he had his memory erased by the Justice League and everything.
Now he's like a family man again.
Yeah, I mean that was the whole 1 year later thing that he was like lighter and softer. So.
Yeah, that's been literally for almost 10 years.
I
Damn.
mean, people can only take so much like dark Batman. There's like Bat-God, there's dark
He'll be
Batman,
back.
there's
Well,
light,
Bat-God's
softer
for
Batman.
here to stay forever. Bat-God is our
I
Batman.
mean,
Batman
Earth
is
1,
God.
which has been delayed forever.
Wait,
you know.
what?
Batman Earth 1. That's
But
not
that's
Bat-God.
different. That's specifically to take it a different way. That's not. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a separate storyline.
Alright, I mean, yeah, Bat-God's here, I guess. I mean, there have been almost as many different versions of Batman as there have been Superman, if not as many or more.
I'm way more.
Yeah, probably.
Way more.
Bringing Zorro in there, because technically Batman's derivative of Zorro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get the Zorro in there. Zorro was a story way before Batman.
Still.
Damn.
Wait, Zorro was a story before Antonio Banderas and Anthony Hopkins?
Oh, you didn't know that?
He was on Lone Ranger or some shit, I don't know.
God, you guys have been blowing my mind. First Hercules existed before Disney, and now this?
That's funny.
Oh god.
All right.
But just to point out, Dave, you threw yourself off your own tangent of Atlantic City.
Oh,
Just for the record.
right. You went to Atlantic City like a month ago.
Yeah, and
That
I
was,
drank myself fucking stupid and
Damn.
won about $800.
That's always good.
Yeah,
This is a good night.
drunk as fuck.
Wow.
We there was one night where we seriously just consistently got drunk. Just we had to stay it, and then we went to Bobby Flay's at 10:30 at
Was
night.
Bobby Flay there?
No,
Oh, damn it.
no, that's what we were all hoping for.
Yeah.
It's like what if he's there?
Oh lord,
But it was a lot of fun.
that's
awesome. Just a lot of boozing and a lot of forgetting.
Sounds like Kyle
Booze is
Anime
tight.
next.
Booze is tight.
Uh,
Damn.
Did you do any gambling?
Yeah, I won $800.
Ooh.
Damn, Jared, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, catch up.
Oh, and one of my friends just like the one friend is like, yeah, no, I'm not drunk. I don't feel it, so I'm just gonna keep drinking.
Yeah.
You already
It's
had.
not working.
It's literally this is what happened.
Let me
And
chug this vodka real quick.
and then he just cries and cries. There was a lot lot of tears shed.
I
Oh
didn't
my-
cry. I would like.
That's true.
Weekend of
I remember that.
total
You
drinking.
you just died.
I remember that skit. Batman is an alcoholic. Batman's a drunk. He's like, my parents were shot. Oh god.
A lot of recovery time. There was one day just built around just. I don't even want to go down to the lobby. We just want to stay here.
I've like blocked out and like not want to leave my room.
I like. Oh my god, I'm having like bad flashbacks.
Fucking
a
Chester
40
MacArthur flashbacks.
48 hours of just pure alcohol.
The only bad thing for me that weekend was I dented my car. But other than that, I had a lot of
And I
fun.
was drunk during that whole time. That sobered me up a little bit though.
Yeah, because I was out in the rain for like an hour.
Weren't we going to a liquor store?
Yes. we were looking for a liquor store. I wasn't paying attention for a half a second. I slammed the brakes, hit the car in neutral, and then I realized this isn't enough. So I just tried to turn as far right to as possible. The other car completely unscathed. My bumper, notable dent.
Nice.
That was fun.
We got to the liquor store though. And
Yes,
I
we
was
did.
able to
And
refill.
Kyle consumed that liquor.
Oh, I did too. I fucking needed a nice tall glass of scotch after that day.
Nice.
Oh, I remember the
And my fucking coat was soaked the entire weekend. I was so upset about that.
well, the second night I guess was when I decided to vomit everything
die.
I had in my stomach for days on end.
Yeah. I
And
mean, I
when
was.
they went to a rave, I was just like, I think I'll stay in the room.
Yeah.
And die in a hole.
Yeah.
And
Ben-
then I
and Ben-
vomited everything.
And then Ben was there, not doing shit. I'm sure.
I don't remember.
Jose Ben could have died.
'Cause I like passed out.
Kyle vomited all over him.
I like passed out. I didn't get up to vomit till all you guys were back.
I was asleep.
know.
I woke up in the middle of your vomiting, but like Chris was already on the way to help you. And I was like, okay, Chris has got it.
Help me. He gave me a glass of water.
Better than someone just fucking playing on their laptop and not helping
Yeah,
you.
true.
To my understanding.
Yeah, and our
Ben's like,
Choose not here at the
Ben's
moment.
just chilling. Kyle's dying in the other
No,
room.
Ben was asleep.
You see,
Alex was there on his computer, his Aerobat. As I got up, went to the bathroom, and was just like, oh, like dying. he wasn't even so much like, you okay?
Oh, and
He
probably,
came out. He's like,
The next morning, I felt like death. I got up really early. It was like 6 a.m. I grabbed my iPod, I grabbed my phone, grabbed my headphones, went to the jacuzzi. Nobody was in there. Just sat there listening to podcasts. Just like, oh my god.
Was it on
I
at
feel
6
so
in the
good.
morning?
What? Yeah, hell yeah.
So that hotel didn't have 24-hour room service, but it had a 24-hour jacuzzi?
it didn't even have room service. We had to fucking order from
I think we're
like random
cubes
restaurants.
in the hotel jacuzzi.
It didn't have room service in general, but it had a 24-hour jacuzzi?
Hotel was very backwards.
Yeah, it was a weird hotel.
but the best
But the
part.
room was big, so.
Yeah, and we had to. Actually, no one ordered the fat bitch that weekend. We can talk about it.
No, we ordered from a restaurant or a deli.
some sort of weird
That was like
pizzeria,
the
Italian
fucking,
sandwich
call
shop.
girl service for a
No,
second.
yeah, we ordered like,
No, don't worry, they're not talking about
Yo, let's
ordering
get a fat
fry.
bitch.
they had like sandwiches that were like the big Goomba.
No, they called it the
Big-
fat Goomba, the fat Godfather. One of them was actually called the fat bitch,
Nice.
and we never ordered it. I was kind of upset at the end that we never ordered it.
I was so excited for the sandwiches, and I blacked out.
I don't remember
And I
eating
ate
it.
the sandwich, but I don't remember eating the sandwich. So I don't have the
Previous night, it took the guy
Just
like
on
7 hours.
autopilot.
Oh my god, that was madness.
Oh,
We
yeah,
were all too drunk to drive, so we couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, we ordered it. It took probably about 7 hours. We probably ordered about like 8 o'clock.
We ordered it at like 1 a.m. and didn't get it till like 4:30.
Yeah,
Oh,
damn.
God.
it was.
How did we survive that weekend?
I didn't. I think
Well, you
died.
did it. The rest of us somehow did. Miraculously.
Damn.
Kyle, yeah, we had to bring Kyle back to life somehow.
died. And
Essentially.
was resurrected in the Lazarus pit.
Yeah, that is true.
We should go to
Rach
Comic-Con.
had to come
this
by,
summer.
and that was the
Got
jacuzzi you went in.
Connections for like where we could stay out there if we can afford.
I'm not gonna have money for the airfare.
Jose, you can fly us out there.
What's up?
Can you fly us to San Diego?
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
know how long it would take me to fly to San Diego in a fucking Skyhawk?
Long.
It would take probably 3 days. No.
That's not.
Wait,
Dude,
where does I'm
better
sorry,
than
where does Pat
driving.
want to fly?
Pat wants to fly from Isla MacArthur to fucking
That's
San
us.
Diego.
God.
Oh,
Let's
oh,
do
wow.
it.
In a Cessna
Well,
one.
what- July?
I'm
But-
gonna fall asleep. You got the plane,
But
right?
Jared,
Yeah.
this is a 172, not a fucking jet. You know how long it'll take? Literally like 2-3 days.
Again,
Yeah, that
better
would
than
take a
driving.
while.
Yes, and I
Wait,
would.
why are you guys
Jose,
flying to
it's
San
high,
Diego?
let's pull
Comic-
over.
He wants to go to
I'll take
Comic.
over the way.
He's talking about going to Comic Con. I would rather
Well-
trust the autopilot and take a nap
I
than
maintain-
let someone unexperienced.
I
take over.
maintain.
You guys know you will know someone out there
That's true.
during the month of July.
I maintain that why don't we all just go to, and I don't know why we're talking about our vacation plans on this podcast, but why don't we just go to Atlantic City like our good friend Dave, with our good friend Dave, though I'm not excluding you, Dave.
Oh, okay.
Or even closer, we can go to Foxwoods, or we can just get a hotel and hang out and drink for a weekend.
All right.
Or we can just go into the city.
Or we can just be like, "Hey, Jose, we're staying over your house for a weekend. Tell everyone everyone you know that you're gone for the weekend.
I can do that.
We should do that actually. I was actually thinking about that earlier
I'm
today.
fucking
Hang
rich
out
now,
here for a
bitch.
weekend?
No, like
I can do this shit.
just get fucking annihilated one night in this house.
Yeah.
Like not a party, just us getting annihilated, playing Cards Against Humanity, and then maybe do a podcast.
Well,
All right.
I can
That
do
we
that.
could include that, but we could also get annihilated.
Well, annihilated is the mandatory.
You know
part.
what? Let's
Yeah.
drink straight absinthe. Hey, you guys done that?
I've done that. You know.
Oh.
Does it? Okay.
I
Does
will
it
get
give
a
you?
salvia? I will get that salvia absinthe.
Yes.
I got nauseous when I drank
Wait.
absinthe.
Did you get fucked up nightmares?
Not really fucking. I just drank it was like green and kind of licoricey.
Well, what happened was the first day that we got to Atlantic City, we just went hard and just drank our brains out. And my friend comes up to me drunk as fuck because I gave him Devil Springs, and he had like
Yummy.
2 cups of those. And he
I
comes,
was there when you bought that.
yeah. And he comes up to me with the absinthe, and he's like, "Dave, you want some of this?" I was like, "Oh, I'm trying to come down." And he's like, "No, you want some." So he takes off the cork and he just shoves it in my mouth.
You're not supposed to do that.
And everyone's like, "Yeah, we're gonna try to walk downstairs through the casino," and I'm like, "You have fun, because I'm kind of getting freaked out right now. I'm gonna go in my room,
Oh,
and I
Lord.
read Swamp Thing.
Alan Moore Swamp Thing.
That must have been an
The la-
experience.
the last-
Jesus Christ!
The last one, the last volume with all the existential bullshit. And I'm,
He's in space and shit.
yeah, and I'm in there tripping out, just like, oh my god, this makes so much sense.
The Green Lantern's a carrot. What the fuck?
Fucking the guy in the chair and Darkseid and all that stuff. Metatron, whatever.
Metatron.
Yeah,
Metron. What's
Metron.
Yeah.
Metron.
God damn.
Ah,
That was a fun experience.
oh my god, we should go to the city, get wasted, just stumble into Midtown Comics.
Why?
I don't know.
Why don't you just go into the city? We get like a cheap hotel, just stay there for like a couple days, and just walk around, just get annihilated.
I'm down. Let's
I'll
go
do
to the
it.
village.
The village?
I once went on vacation in New York City for like a week. It was one of the best vacations I ever had because it's so close. But
Yeah.
once you check out the city, it's fucking. Let's go to the Comedy Cellar. All these fucking activities. We can do.
That's like, let's get the fuck out there. Why are we here?
Let's go right now. Fuck this podcast. I'm just kidding. We love you.
Fuck this
Sorry,
Fuck Jared, let's go. Sorry,
Thanks,
Jared.
God.
No,
Sorry,
I mean,
Jared.
Comedy Cellars.
You know, I do live in a city too.
Yeah,
But not with us.
that's not a city.
That's true.
Boston's not a city.
Boston's the original city.
No, it isn't.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it?
It's America.
I'm pretty sure.
It's America.
Yeah.
There is no A.
It is America.
It saved me a cup of tea when I got there, but yeah.
I mean, if anything, there is. No
Okay, that was like 250 years ago,
Still.
but still.
How
It's
the
still
hell did they
topical.
fall for that? How those guys get? They were white, like British people dressed up as like naive Americans, and like friggin' they were able to get away.
Get
with
out.
What?
You just called them naive Americans.
What's the problem?
Get out.
What?
You're off this podcast.
You did say naive.
I'm just kidding. I know.
I know what you did.
Go think
Just
about
see
what
his
you
face.
All right, Native Americans. Sorry.
You fuck.
Also, that's not how it went down at all.
Okay, but
Well, history's a sketchbook. We don't really know what's,
But anyway, yeah. So you do that, and that would happen.
I'm still in a big support of Foxwoods.
All right, where is Fox's? What is
In
Fox's?
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
It's like 2 hours away, 3 hours away.
It's about the
Alright.
same time
Is there a way we can
as
take
New Jersey.
Megabus?
Atlantic
Yeah,
City.
but Atlantic
we
City,
take
I
Megabus.
feel like costs a lot more, and you end up spending a lot more money.
We should take Megabus. It's like mad cheap to like.
You could take the ferry over there.
Drive!
Okay, fine. We'll drive. We'll play it by your rules. We'll fucking chip
Why-
it for gas.
What is this like?
It'd be fucking $5 each for Megabus.
We
We'll all
could-
throw
no,
25
we-
for gas.
No,
25.
Pat.
All throw 25 for what? How many fucking cars are we taking?
Pat, no. We can fly to Connecticut.
We really could.
No, we could.
We've done this like math in our heads.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's
What
fly.
part of Connecticut?
fly.
Foxwoods. We've done this. We've mapped this out before.
Probably. I don't
We'll
remember.
go down in
I
a blaze
don't
of
remember.
glory.
It's like 2 hours. It's like 30 minutes by flight. I think it was.
Approximately.
Should be.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, I could bring the fuel
Let's
limits
do
to
it.
its bare minimum, and we could easily all four of
And
us.
then
easily.
Jared could drive down or take the bus down.
Take the ferry.
Take the ferry.
Yes!
Well, no, he's going this way. We're going this way.
He'll see us overhead. Oh shit, it's them.
Oh, hold on, this is my stop. Ding,
They-
ding, ding.
We drop a care
Yeah,
package.
we drop. No, we just drop a ladder. And we're like, grab it.
That's gonna.
A shark grabs onto him. Oh god!
Where's the fat shark repellent?
Jose, throw down the shark repellent.
Oh, that's completely brilliant, guys.
That's not in every plane. What do you mean that's not in every plane?
I
We
mean, I
only
have
have
a sniper
Stingray.
rifle.
You mean TV's been lying to me?
We should. It's 2014. I think we should
It
have
is.
shark
That is the
repellent.
year. I'm down to go.
I don't think anyone's.
He's down for the year.
No, I'm down to go to fucking Oxford or where. I'm down for like a cool trip. We'll go wasted somewhere and talk about life and shit. I don't know. I scratched my head.
I'm not gonna lie, that's not what I plan on doing. Well, Especially if I'm in a casino. That's not what I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna be Pat's gonna be standing next to me like, can you imagine what life was like for people that don't have what we have now? And I was like, shut the fuck up!
You're like, Pat, you're bringing me down. I'm trying to play blackjack. I gotta scratch my head, think about life sometimes. I mean, shit is rough when you think about it.
Are we the only ones? Are we alone in the universe? Pat, come on. Get it together, man.
Pat, can I have $50?
Yeah.
You know what I've been thinking
What
legitimately?
is $50 really?
Sure, take it. In the grand scheme of things, this doesn't fucking matter.
You know what I was thinking recently, which
What?
would be really cool, is like record a podcast in mid-flight. But there's just
Okay, that's a little.
Is this like the Mile High Club or something with
But there's-
podcasts?
High pod.
there's
Oh,
one
with us, it's always the Mile High
Like we're
Club.
getting the
Yeah.
little black box. Like we're going down.
but there's one issue that I would have, and I don't know if I could fix it.
What's that one issue besides
That you're
flying and
flying
recording?
the goddamn plane.
That I'm communicating with air traffic control, and that'll get into the recording. So I don't know if there's a way to isolate it, or it would have to be removed in post.
Nah, leave them in the recording. It'll be funny.
Yeah. Could they hear what?
No, they won't be able to hear us.
Ooh. that could be fun. That could be a game.
It would be interesting. But then I'd have to
It would
fucking
be
I would have to at
something.
least censor out the fucking tail number of the aircraft.
Well, do whatever you gotta do, man.
Do what you gotta do.
Do whatever it is you have to do.
I'll
Is
figure it
right.
out.
That's what I said.
I'll figure out one of these days because I've wanted to do that for a while now. The idea came to me when Dowling had a failed attempt at a podcast.
Nah,
Yeah,
damn.
Not like ours.
Oh yeah.
we actually post episodes
Have we?
on YouTube.
Yeah,
There's like a shit ton there
yeah,
now.
like a bunch.
Oh, I've not been paying
You
attention.
just
By the way, are
do
you
shits and
numbering
giggles?
those?
Yes, I love.
Um,
I like to hang out with friends. I enjoy your company.
When I
You think these microphones are just here for show?
Yeah.
Jared, when I finally have the website up and running, which I plan to do before Easter,
Oh, okay.
I will like properly number the episodes based on when we posted them, and I will put the recording day since they will be out of order in terms of continuity.
I used to have a website, GeoCities /
Pat.
Yeah.
What the fuck is up?
Who's the first one that had GeoCity/Pat?
No, it was like a.
Pat, I'm getting a feeling you're really high, and I'm kind of sorry I'm not there.
Oh yeah,
Be high.
I didn't tell you. Like my old detox shit was pointless. I should have just used Jose's piss from like.
Hey,
day
wait,
one.
allegedly.
Wait, did you pass?
Yeah, dude. I freaking.
He
started work.
allegedly took
the greatest
urine from a
fucking job
friend of
ever.
his that has also the name Jose. That's not the Jose that's on the show.
Yes,
Yeah,
that-
good
that's
job.
What I confirm what Kyle said.
We don't torrent stuff.
Ball in a cup.
Jose Juan Pablo.
Yeah, Jose Juan Pablo fucking lent me his piss, and at first I didn't have enough piss, and I was bugging out, but then I like managed to. Then they're like, oh yeah, you can come. We're here till 3. Come back whenever. And like, okay, these people don't give a shit. So I'm going back to Jose's, I guess, and getting more piss.
Jose Juan Pablo's.
Jose Von Pablo's, and yeah, I went there. And
Wait, I'm
I
confused.
got,
Is his name Jose or Pablo?
Jose Juan Pablo. It's his full name.
Oh, that's his last name.
Yes.
Yeah, his last name's Juan Pablo. What's the
Okay.
problem?
All right. I go to Von Pablo's house. I get 3 vials full of his piss, and then like I drive back to fucking Plainview, and I like fill. They didn't even take the temperature. Every fucking website I went on was like, oh yeah, if it's not warm, they'll fucking tell that it's not your piss. Like I wrapped the shit in hand warmers. I like tied a rubber band to like the vials and everything with the hand warmers on them.
Jesus
I held them up
Christ.
to like the air conditioner because I was like making sure this shit worked. I spent 11 days without hypothetically smoking weed, without being stressed out that this drug test was gonna,
Medicinal marijuana.
was gonna
approved
create a
by his
fucking-
doctor.
a fucking fork in my life that branches out 2 timelines. One where I get the job and shit's cool, and one where I'm like a piece of shit just coasting by and like working catering some more. And like, but the people didn't even pat me down when I went to like the bathroom, so they didn't give a shit at all. So the whole stress is for nothing.
So what I'm gathering here is that we can smoke weed.
Yeah.
Yeah. we can. Unless they-
That's what I'm getting. from
That's
this
that's
conversation.
what that's the
we could
conclusion
have
of the
smoked weed. I
story.
just wasn't clever enough to like ask Jose for piss the first time. When I told my dad I haven't told my dad. He thinks I just use my own piss, and by grace of God I passed. But like, The first time I told my dad I was considering using somebody else's piss, he's like, "You watch way too many movies." I was like, well,
That'll never work.
Well, believe it now, motherfucker.
I was like all stressed out in the park, and I was like duct taping it to my thigh, like fucking tape won't stick right and everything. It's not gonna
Oh
work.
my god, I would pay so much money if it opened and just spilled all over you. That was just Jose's piss all over you.
These vials
That
were
was
sealed.
the greatest
The
moment
fucking
of my life.
the fucking pill thing he gave me wasn't sealed; it leaked. So I got like
Those
the
things
right.
aren't watertight. That's why.
I got actual vials. So I double checked. Those don't. The 2 out of 3 vials definitely didn't leak. So there's that. The pill vial did, though. But yeah, so I passed my drug test with contraband piss. So there.
Allegedly.
Juan Pablo's contraband piss.
Yeah, Jose Juan Pablo.
Yeah, my job was cool ever since then. Like, everybody's cool, and I hang out for like 6 hours. I go by really fast and just write press releases and captions and letters to people. It's pretty cool.
I was wondering if I was going to take a drug test soon because I'm getting promoted to supervisor at UPS. But,
They're gonna give you more than a drug test. They're gonna check your criminal background,
Check your ass.
minority.
they haven't done shit. Honestly, there's like, my boss is like, you want to be a supervisor? Okay. Go to HR, file some paperwork, and we'll
Talk to
see.
Corey.
No, actually, I haven't spoken to him at all.
Oh,
I completely forgot I could have spoken to him. But,
Is that the fingering asshole guy?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, clearly
no,
they're not as
but
good as
they're high
catching
school.
sexual
No,
predators.
it's someone from our graduating class works at HR at the UPS I work at.
Oh. Did you finger his ass?
No.
Oh, okay.
I haven't even seen him in a while.
That'll happen. Don't
That-
Freddy
that
got
happened.
fingered?
But,
Yeah, Corey got fingered in
you know,
his
so
asshole.
the first part of assessment is your performance, which I'm beginning to realize I actually outperform a lot more people than I thought.
Yeah, you do.
It,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can ask other people for that information. No, but on Monday I was loading trucks, which I haven't done in a while, and my cages were emptier before anybody else were.
Well, you're speedy.
Yeah, it's because of agility. That's exactly why.
He disposed of all the bodies in the cages.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened.
So, I passed that with flying colors. I found out. Passed the test.
Yeah.
Which
What does that mean, by the way?
It means you did well, you know?
Yeah.
You did
No, I
good.
understand I'm saying, where does that come from?
I
I
don't
don't.
know.
Where does any freaking word come from?
Or phrases and shit
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, they all have roots. You
It's
should
kind of
always
old.
question
It's
that.
kind of old timey that, like, luckily managed to be carried on into a contemporary conversation.
Well, it has to mean flags.
I
That's
guess.
flying colors.
Alright.
I guess. but-
Maybe it references, like, fucking when Johnson, slang for dick, references Lyndon B. Johnson, so maybe...
Okay, you know what? Now I understand what Pat said about talking about life. Because now, because we're doing it right now and it feels
They just
awesome.
talked about Lyndon B. Johnson's
Yeah.
habit of flashing people. How was that like?
That was life at some point.
That was life post-Kennedy.
Yeah.
No, but as I was saying, like, I passed the test. It was actually a lot easier than I expected. And I was told I was supposed to go to Long Island City and Queens for training. That's the way it's supposed to be. They said, fuck it, just come in at midnight sometime next week, and you'll take a class, you'll do your training, and you're pretty much done. I will be officially promoted on Friday.
And then it's like,
Yeah, officially.
and the next supervisor is not Jose.
No, it's
God damn, I did all this work.
It was Jose Juan
Fake out.
Pablo.
It was Jose Juan Pablo. Fuck. And the other Jose is fired.
Juan Pablo.
Von Pablo.
I'm quite happy about that. And actually, Kyle, this is
Pablo.
something Jim and I were talking about yesterday. Once this promotion is said and done, I'll be making the most money hourly out of all of us, I think.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Well, he's making a lot of money.
What's
Yeah, son.
are you
Doing what?
Are you hourly or,
3
or
grand a
salary?
month.
Oh shit, he'll be beating me. He's making $3 grand a month.
Doing what?
Alright, this
He's
is
working for the town.
God, like, fucking
He
knows.
just went on like a 20-minute rant on what he does.
No.
I didn't go on
No, he went on a 20-minute rant about how he got pissed. He did not go on a rant about
Yeah,
it.
we don't actually know what he does.
Yeah, we just know.
I talked about what I did.
Yeah, he, like,
Well, actually, I
6
do.
hours
I
of
know
writing
what he
notes
does.
and
What he's
stuff.
doing. I think.
I am still lost in the piss
I'm a
here.
fucking office clerk at the fucking town of
Are you a
West
secretary?
Yeah.
No,
That's
I'm
right.
not a
He's
goddamn
actually working near
secretary.
where I'm from.
I'm public information. Everybody does the same exact thing I do. I'm not a secretary. It's a goddamn person who sits outside somebody else's desk, takes notes for that person. I don't do that. Therefore, I'm not a secretary.
This has clearly crossed your mind.
It's
With
not
that
crossed
reaction.
my mind. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
Lord.
So you think, oh,
It's okay.
no, I'm not a secretary.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Instead of talking about our lives right now, I went to a Ranger. Oh, not a Ranger. I wish I went to an Islander Bruins game last night.
Ew.
How'd that affect your life?
How'd that affect your
Boston plays fucking dirty. That's what I learned that night.
It's hockey. They all play dirty.
No, like Boston's like extra dirty. We're talking like Salvadorian
It's
dirty.
How you play the game. Like,
Yeah, you know those
dirty game.
Salvadorian hockey players.
Talking about Moscow. Dude.
I mean,
In what way were they dirty?
I mean, they
They didn't bathe for a while.
Well, that was one thing, but like the number of times they were
Grab
tripping,
some mud.
like the number of times they were tripping other players was crazy. And you don't really hear someone getting slammed into the wall that loudly when you're
Yeah, you do when it's live.
Well, the
where
hitting
are
to
you
the
sitting?
boards.
I was in like in the upper area,
Oh.
so it wasn't that loud. Like you can hear, it, but it's not like
Like in like the 300, like the big high area.
yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, okay.
It's not all of us can have fucking right there front and
No,
center, Kyle.
not that, but like remember where we were when we went to the Islander Ranger game?
Yeah, but I guess because they got slammed in the corner. I guess we were right behind the corner.
Uh,
But there was one hit that like fucking echoed throughout the entire Coliseum. It was nuts. Like
I
I'm
mean,
still
The hardness of the hit doesn't
but
necessarily.
yeah, that's
mean that
not dirty.
it's
That's
just
how
the-
you play the guy.
it's just
the
Yeah,
way
it's
they
always
were.
been
But
like
there was a lot of
like
times.
if they were on
I
their
saw it.
knees and they were slammed in head first, then yeah, that's a dirty
and
hit.
there was
If
a
they took off their skate and tried to stab somebody with it.
There was a- no, there was a-
that'd be
there was
considered
Only
assault.
one person ever did that.
There's a lot of times they should have gotten penalties, but the refs just didn't give a shit. And what was really weird is I
So
took.
you don't think those refs aren't bribed
They
by
probably
somebody?
But the weird thing was I took my friend who's an Islander fan. Now this was my Christmas gift.
This
to-
isn't the 1920 World Series.
Yeah,
That
you,
was a
you do know that refs, like, to become a ref in any, like, professional sport, you have to be basically supported by another career.
What do you mean?
Like football refs, like basketball refs, you have to be set with money pretty much. You can't be a ref,
You
a
can't
professional ref.
depend on the salary of the
That can't
money.
be your career.
You know, people were
It
surprised
makes you
about
less likely
that
to-
when
to
the
take
NFL
bribes.
ref strike thing
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
I don't get why do people think refs made so much money?
No, they have, but to get the job, you have to make a certain amount of money because they don't want you to be able to be bribed. You have to basically, you can't be in any financial like need
Uh-huh.
and be a ref.
They only
Because-
have-
I didn't know they did that. Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about
Because-
just their income in general.
Because then the bribing will, because bribery will be really enticing. You have
Yep.
to have a certain financial level
Mhm.
to be a ref.
I would have said, like, I took my friend who's an Islander fan, and she bet money on the Bruins. So she was very
With
conflicted.
who? And
Uh,
why?
Some high school friends. Let's face it. Who do you think's gonna win? Bruins versus Islanders. Who do you think's gonna fucking win?
Probably the Bruins, but I don't know.
I'm
The
pretty
Islanders-
sure that the South Park team would beat the
I
Islanders.
don't know enough about hockey though.
But against the kids?
Yeah.
yeah, the kindergartners.
I mean, she won money in the end, but it was very conflicted. Like, she wants to cheer Bruins, but she
That's
shouldn't.
fucked up. If
I know.
that she's not an Islander fan. She's just not.
She's a fucking cunt.
Yeah, kind of.
Be nice about my friend.
Country
You
matters.
don't bet against the team you're supposedly a fan
No,
of.
Dave's right. Dave's right. He's,
That bugs me. Like, I have a real issue
let the
with
man have his say.
I have a real issue with fantasy sports because it makes people root against the teams they supposedly are fans of, and that betting against the team you're supposedly a fan of fucking bugs me.
Yeah, no, I was like, what? I mean, I understand in terms of winning money. Okay.
No, I don't. If it was the Rangers against like the fucking greatest team in human history, I would never bet. And they were like, you can get in with like crazy, the odds will be somehow in or somehow in the Rangers' favor. So you'll win tons of money on like the 1983 Oilers or whatever. And I would still, I'd be like, no, I'm not betting against the Rangers.
I just-
You bet against your team.
Personally, I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, you don't do it. It's
Mhm.
weird.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was with you on that. I was very confusing, conflicted. We even made jokes that her fucking stepfather was rolling in his grave. That was a little fucked up too.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Let's see. You pulled that one out, did you?
No, she pulled that one out, not me.
Well, then it's not you're making fun of her. Then she
No,
said it.
no, no,
If
I said-
anyone
I-
makes a joke,
I
it's
said-
free game.
No, I said we were making jokes about that. I didn't make fun of her. Well, I made fun of her about the concept, but I don't fucking make jokes about her dead stepfather.
Well,
I mean the guy was a first responder. I don't make jokes about him.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna have to now.
Yeah, now it's like
such a weird, dark place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I respect what he
No,
did.
Jose, you don't do that on this podcast. You don't
Fuck
feel
is
like,
wrong with
feel
you?
like you're all jerks. He saved lives.
Yeah, Fox.
Now, let's pause awkwardly.
I did make fun of him a little bit.
Hey, we didn't pause awkwardly. We're still rolling.
Yeah.
No, we paused awkwardly. I just jumped in to say that. But Jared, you've been a sports fan and specifically a hockey fan way longer than any of us, right? Isn't it weird to bet against your team?
It is. I mean, from a betting standpoint, I mean, of course, there are going to be times where you're going to take a particular player to do well against your team, like a wide receiver to go against your defense. It's going to make more betting sense. But yeah, your loyalty lies elsewhere. So that's kind of why I did fantasy for a little while, and I kind of stopped because it was weird. And it's a really tough game to play. But yeah, I'm not in favor of it.
Mm-hmm.
Except there are hybrid fans who root for fantasy with the one exception of as long as they're not playing against their team, and then otherwise they could give a shit what their fan. They just do it for the rest of the league. And then as long as that player or that team isn't playing your team, then they just go crazy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I mean, it was an interesting game just because like it was tied. It was like tied for the first period, a little bit for the second one, and then it just became a fucking embarrassment. It was 3-6 in the end.
3-6.
Yeah, but I mean,
6-3.
well, I mean, I say the home team first.
You say whoever wins first.
Okay.
That's how it is.
All right then, my bad. But I'm guessing no one here saw the Stadium Series game on Sunday.
Oh, I did.
That wasn't that
kidding
fucking.
me?
That was fucking awesome. I didn't get to hear because I was at the shop.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, then I walked out because my father was pissing me off. But it was.
That was so cool. Did you watch, Jared?
I did, but I didn't see the whole thing. I was too busy watching the one on Saturday, which I guess no one saw.
Yeah, no, I saw it a little bit.
You saw a little bit?
Yeah, I watched like highlights and stuff. It was good.
Mm-hmm. And you call yourselves hockey fans.
I mean, I saw the whole game. Unfortunately, I was at the shop, so I couldn't hear a fucking thing. And,
it was because the Rangers were losing in the beginning.
No,
and,
it was
right?
pretty even.
No. But the Rangers were losing, right?
Oh, that game. Yeah. The Rangers were losing 3-1 at the end of the first.
Yeah, and then they came back and won like 7-3.
Again, they scored 6 consecutive unanswered goals.
I was really hoping for a hat trick. And
That's good though, because that's why they brought in that coach for that like offensive burst. So it's good that you see that every once in a while.
But I wanted to see Zuccarello get a hat trick, not for the sake of him getting a hat trick, but because some dumb schmuck that we know from high school who is.
I saw that. He was like, "I hope he doesn't get it, so I can get the first hat trick."
Yeah, I was like, "Fuck you." But this is not. He said someone in the Devils to get the hat trick. Not
yeah, it was.
I forgot who it was exactly.
No, I know.
But I was literally like, I want someone to score a hat trick now just to fuck with that guy.
Oh well.
And I was really betting on Zuccarello because he fucking got 2.
Yeah.
When did we become a sports podcast? I'm sorry, guys.
That's all good.
It was my fault, actually.
Wow, wait, Pat, is this how you feel? Like so empowered and talkative?
What do you mean?
Just like these rolling rants that I can go on and I don't stop?
I guess. I don't know.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it's weird. Of all things for me to actually talk about, it's fucking sports.
I mean,
this
we
is-
all have to talk about something. So,
Yeah.
sports.
I mean, the only other exciting thing I've done is I finally, after fucking 5 months, I was flying again yesterday.
What's up?
Did
Oh,
you?
really?
For the first time in 5 months, I flew.
Oh, well, I mean.
I flew to New Haven, Connecticut, just to practice some approaches and holdings.
I think that's where you would go for Foxwoods.
New Haven is like 25 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Really? To fly? Damn.
Dude, the Long Island Sound is only like 20 miles.
Well, how much did it cost to fly there?
If it was only half an hour, it'd be like $160 to $200.
Yeah.
Well,
But I mean, how much would you need for a plane that could fit everybody?
I just gave you the number.
Oh.
Well, that's for 4 people. That's the thing. And there
How
are
many people are in the room right now?
4.
4. And
Then you're good. Then you're good.
Yeah.
Well, unless there are other people you guys can bring,
Well, we
which
can
would be
just tie a
entertaining.
rope to Alex and he can get dragged by the
just
line.
shove him in the cargo.
Now, he'll show up late anyway.
He's like
so he can
dangling
drive.
from the plane and everything.
I won't go too high. I won't go too high so he doesn't freeze to death.
Nice.
Nah, but the only problem was when I got back to the airport, the winds were gusting over 30 knots, and that's not a fun
Wait,
landing.
was that there and back 160 or whatever?
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, so and
That's-
Because if it's only it's gonna be probably close to 200 because of clearance and all that shit.
yeah. Well, if it's there and back and it's like overnight or whatever,
I gotta figure out if there's any fees for overnight. That's the only
I mean,
thing.
probably is, but you know,
But other than that, shouldn't be. It wouldn't be that much.
that's not bad.
Yeah. But no, it doesn't like I
Can
came
you
back.
land if the winds are over 30 knots?
If I'm with my crazy old instructor, we definitely can. By myself, I wouldn't do it.
Sounds safe.
But I would mean I would. Well, the thing is, the guy has probably 20 to 30 plus years of experience.
But you don't.
No, but he does, and he's there with me.
But if he's old, what happens if he has a heart attack
Oh, not-
while you're landing?
He's not
it's
that
like, oh
old.
my god.
He's not that old. But no,
30 years. That's not that old.
yeah, but
Well, what if he started flying at age 50, Jared?
Oh well, then he's old.
yeah. No, but I mean, I did the landing.
Actually,
What if he
70's
start-
not that
What
old.
if he started flying when he was 80?
That's a little. Now now you're getting a better argument.
Now he's 110.
and somehow still flying airplanes. I don't think that's legally allowed. But anyway, but no, I mean, I did the landing by myself, so I can do it. It's just I wouldn't do it unless I had someone with experience next to me.
You know, Jose, I've heard people say actually, commercial pilots, that that Airbuses are a lot harder to land than Boeings. Do you have an opinion on the matter? Not that you've flown either one, but have you heard anything in the pilot loop?
No,
That
I
would
haven't,
support
but I
such a
can
thing?
imagine it's because of the fucking joystick controls.
I imagine
Right.
because if a plane is like a car, that means an Airbus is like a big, big plane.
No.
No,
Well,
because
so this is
Airbus-
interesting.
the thing about-
Airbus is
the
a
thing-
French company. A lot of planes are made in France. Here's my question: we don't buy French cars, yet the majority of the world's airplanes are made in France.
Well, it's because France was like the leading something
Because there's only two companies that make airplanes for like the big commercial ones. It's Boeing and Airbus. And if you're against America,
and Embraer.
but Embraer's the tiny little bastards.
I
in
never even
comparison.
heard of that one.
no, but something.
Those are
France
the
was,
regional
like,
jets.
For a long time, they've been like number one for flight or something
Yeah,
like
but
that.
the-
And
the-
then we
the-
recently took
The
that
thing
over
is,
a
like
couple years
Airbus's
ago.
headquarters is in France. It's made all across Europe, like every country. in
Yeah,
Europe
it is.
is-
It's a European Union.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's not.
However you
it's not
phrase
just
that.
one country.
Well, it's just
But
Meanwhile-
it's called Airbus?
Huh?
But it's
Yeah.
called Airbus? That sounds
Yeah.
the most American out of everything. It's like, what
Yeah.
do we call it? It's like a big bus in the sky. I don't know, Airbus?
Yeah, like some names someone thought of in the 60s.
Yeah, or, no, the first guy to see an like a, what do you call it? A passenger plane, like a big, what do you call them? Like the regular planes that we go on, like in,
Commercial airlines.
yeah, commercial airliners. It's like, look, it's a bus in the sky,
Yeah.
and they're like, Airbus!
But Jared, this is the other factor that might play in why the Airbuses are harder to land, because when right before you touch down, you're supposed to pull back so the nose wheel doesn't touch the ground. The plane has a very this was told by a professor of mine who has flown Airbuses most of his life.
He's an Airbus driver.
Yes, you pull back, but the plane says in a very annoying nasally female voice, "Retard, retard, retard, retard." This is not a fucking joke.
Does it say
Does it
this is
really
not
say
a
that?
fucking...
It really says retard. Now it means pull back so the nose wheel doesn't touch. But how would you feel if you're trying to land a plane and fucking it's calling you a retard?
Well, no
I'd
one
be
mentioned
more
that.
concerned why I was trying to land the plane.
Stop
and I'd be-
humiliating me!
I'd be confused why this
Stop
plane
mocking
is
me.
really smart and is mocking me because I'm like, I don't know how to land this. You're not helping.
I'm sick of your shit.
I control you,
That
plane.
sounds like something out of the movie Airplane. Like,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
thing is calling him a retard.
I am not a retard.
But as I was saying, Jay, like it's the one joystick versus a normal yoke. I would prefer a normal yoke any day of the week.
Me too. Yolks are yummy.
I don't like yolks. They're yellow and weird, and I like scrambled eggs.
Well, the yolks in.
Well,
What do you think makes scrambled eggs
scrambled
yellow?
egg-
I
yellow.
know the freaking yolks in all eggs. I don't mean like yolk when it's like all.
Oh,
That's not true.
runny.
You can have
Yeah.
egg whites.
No, but he means like runny,
I know exactly what he means.
disgusting.
See, this is what
Dick.
you know what I mean? Like, do shit like this.
All right. Anyone else have anything exciting in their lives recently?
Exciting? No.
I mean, fucking chilling, really.
All right then. Any exciting news right now?
There's a Sly Cooper movie coming.
I heard about that actually.
Yeah.
Making a Sly Cooper movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2016.
How is this going about?
I have no idea,
Lots and
but
lots of crack.
there's
Animation?
There's
like...
CG, and there's a trailer out.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it's on IGN.
mean, it sounds
Who's gonna
interesting.
voice Sly Cooper?
They're all the people
Bradley
from the
Cooper.
game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it the hippo and the turtle in there? I never played. I just remember the
Neither have I, but
Yeah,
I
they
heard,
were all
I heard
in-
they were good games.
All in the trailer.
I remember they were like PlayStation's attempt at having a mascot, and it was like a rival between Sly Cooper and
Ratchet and Clank and
Yeah,
Jack and Daxter.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't even remember Sly Cooper like at all.
It was probably like, it was neck and neck with Jack and Daxter. How it's like, nobody really cares much about these two.
And in the end, none of those characters are still around today.
Well,
I mean,
Jack and Daxter isn't. Sly
No,
Cooper
no.
came back with the fourth game.
Ratchet and Clank's still around.
Yeah, they're
okay.
Ratchet and
Yeah,
Clank
yeah,
has
that's-
tons of games.
I don't play them, but they're around. I mean,
They are fun.
Fucking
Yeah, I
Crash Bandicoot dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah, he's
And
pretty
him
much.
and Spyro
Yeah.
the Dragon.
He will forever
Oh,
live
yeah,
in glory in the
Spyro.
PS4
Wow.
online store.
I fucking love
Spyro
Spyro.
was the shit back in the day.
You
The
know,
fucking guy with the turban, like I had to catch that asshole. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about, yes.
Talking about American foreign policy.
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about.
America.
Come will kick your ass. Ugh.
yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Sony
fun.
doesn't really have a.
And there is a Ratchet
They're
and
doing
Clank.
Kratos. Kratos is their Master Chief, which is Chief is the Mario.
He is.
You know what I mean.
He cannot be compared to Master Chief.
No,
Kratos?
he is.
Or Kratos or Mario.
Kratos is
Kratos
probably
only
the.
had 3 games.
I mean,
Yeah,
Four.
he's like yeah.
4.
And people don't even know. Like, I bet if you asked an average Joe on the street, where is Kratos from, they'd have no idea.
I don't know if they know who the Master Chief is. I mean, if you
They
say
might-
Halo,
Master-
Yeah, if you say Halo,
but
they'll...
to be fair, Halo versus God of War,
Halo.
100% of more people would know what Halo is versus
Yeah.
God of
That's.
War.
I mean, in comparison, okay, maybe not an average Joe, maybe an average video game Joe,
Average consumer Alex.
Yeah.
average consumer
Well,
Alex.
the only thing in this respect, Alex knows more than all of us.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he
Yeah.
isn't here. Damn it.
Damn it, Alex.
Yeah, damn it.
So Hank Azaria was almost Joey on Friends. That's what I just
cool.
learned.
I watch Friends.
I watched Friends once
I do.
on TBS.
I'm a Seinfeld guy.
Prince sues his fans for millions. Sounds
Cool.
like a Prince thing to do.
Fucking. Is it even Prince anymore? Is it
It's
fucking
formerly.
No, he's back to Prince.
Really?
He
Yeah.
was Prince, then he was the artist formerly known as Prince, then he was just that symbol, and then now he's.
And
just
then no
Prince
one's
again.
like,
I can't
could you
keep
stop?
track of this shit. You know, like,
Well, at
Yeah,
a
there's
certain
like
point-
Puff Daddy, P Diddy, P
Oh,
Bottom.
Well, at a
yeah.
certain point, Prince, people were just like, dude, I don't know what the symbol means.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce the symbol.
that's
You're
what they
Prince.
said. Artist formerly known as Prince. Whatever. I think Johnny Rainbows was one of his like names or something. Something with rainbows. I don't know. Prince.
Prince of
Rain-
Rainbows.
The Super Bowl.
Feel the
halftime show
rainbow.
was shit
Taste
back
the
in day.
rainbow.
Prince the Rainbow.
Now we got fucking Bruno Mars. So happy.
Yeah, I mean, Bruno Mars is popular. Probably made a lot of people
I
happy.
mean, you got the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'd much rather have that instead of Bruno Mars.
It'll be an odd mashup.
Daft Punk, my fucking favorite French robots ever. Fucking won all their Grammys.
As opposed to all those French robots you don't like.
Yes. Fucking Pierre Vaporizer can suck my dick. That's the French robot I don't like.
Yeah.
Pierre
I mean, the
like-
Grammys are such bullshit anyway.
Alright, every
Never
award
watched.
show is a
Is
certain degree
bullshit.
of bullshit.
I
Alright?
think.
Hey,
that-
hey,
When
hey,
an
hey,
artist
hey,
you
bite
like
your
is
tongue.
the
The
award,
Tonys
it's
are not
as
bullshit.
much bullshit.
No, I
Thank you
think
for defending the
they're-
Tonys, Jared.
I think music is
Thank
so.
you. All right. So we got another appreciator here.
I think music is so selective and so. I think it's impossible to judge music.
Yeah.
I mean,
Movies and TV, I think you can because there's certain.
There's.
It's still selective.
They have
it's
to meet
still-
criteria.
Yeah, but music is so goddamn based on each person
Yeah.
that it's just stupid to judge it.
mm,
Because pop music is not going to be the best, but it has to win awards because that's what most people like. So
And
that
a-
means it's the best.
And it's catchy as all fuck. A lot of people who like, this certain type of thing also like this stupid shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like,
True.
I'm just happy to have Punk like recognition. This is the most awards they've ever won. Before that, they only won a couple Grammys for best
Yeah,
electronic album.
This was their first year that they were really, really popular.
I mean,
Yeah.
One More Time was like big 10 years ago, and then like they had like you know, they were like underground for a little bit, and then Random Access Memories brought them back. Hardcore, actually.
Wait, was that Daft Punk?
What?
One More Time?
Yeah, dude. That was like classic Daft Punk. That was like before Get Lucky. That was like their most well-known song.
I thought that they were like new. I didn't realize they had old songs.
Oh, they've been around.
No,
since,
they've
like,
been
the
around.
90s.
Yeah, long
like
time.
late 90s, as opposed to the early 90s.
Smells really bad under those helmets. They haven't taken them off.
Yeah.
They're like they are they are kind of introverted. That's why they don't go on tour a lot. But they just was robots and they're fucking awesome. What more can you ask for?
Do they pretend to be robots?
Sort of. It's like a persona thing. It's
Like
weird.
Oh,
Because like at the Grammys, like Pharrell was like, "Yeah, I got word from the robots. Like, they wanted to thank France and everything."
nice.
Fucking Pharrell.
They just speak in binary code.
They're just like, they just,
001100100.
I thought I saw it too. There's no such
That
thing
translates to
as
go fuck yourself.
No, their story was out there. 2 recorders who their studio blew up one day, and when they woke up, they were robots. That's their.
That's not a good story.
Oh, whatever.
I heard
Out of all the
I could have
stories,
thought that out a little more.
I heard part of the reason that they always wear, the robot things because that way they could have other people go for them to different things.
They're They're like just friggin' the Red Hood or some shit. Or just like,
I've heard this theory before a while
I
back.
get that's plausible, but I doubt it is. I mean, like
but did they speak
There is
like?
no Daft Punk. It's just created by the man.
that actually would bug me the fuck out if that was true. But, I don't think it's true. There's no they mix shit like the way they do, and like
When they went up to get their awards,
they didn't say shit because they're shy.
It's really mixed by
so
who's
shit
the most-
knows they could be right for all
it's
we know.
Ronald Reagan is somehow still alive. It's the most,
And
the
he's a
most-
French
the
robot.
most established. No, he's not French. It's the most establishment person ever. It's Ronald Reagan, and he's like he spent the rest of his life being like, how do I want to do some artsy thing, but nobody will believe Ronald Reagan.
Oh god, I was gonna make.
What's the artsiest thing I can do? Be a French guy, be a robot, and make electric music.
You could, be French and be a robot. Why not?
Nice.
I saw a picture of Ozzy Osbourne in like a crowd of like the Emmys, and he looks all bored. And all I could think was, "Hey, fucking Grammy with this fucking robot on the screen. What the fuck is this shit? They're called Daft. They're all bloody Daft Punks."
This is all daft.
Yeah. Oh god. I'm happy. A lot of people I like are winning awards. Tarantino got an Oscar last year. Breaking Bad has a gazillion awards.
Well,
Fucking
Breaking
Daft
Bad
Punk.
deserves it.
And all these people deserve awards as well. And they're finally Daft Punk finally got recognition. So
I'm sure it's because of you.
it's not because it's not.
It's all because he passed his urine thing.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, Jose Von Pablo, whatever the fuck his name was, helped him out.
No, you got it right.
You did get it right.
You got it right.
That was exactly it.
I wish he was on this podcast.
Yeah.
I'll try to find
Oh,
it.
Von Pablo can tell you a story.
Wait, it's Von Pablo?
Does Jose Von Pablo only speak Russian and
Yeah.
No,
Mexican?
No, he speaks Latvian
yeah,
Mexican.
he's from Latveria is not a real country.
Latvian?
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that Dr. Doom's
He's
country?
from
Victor
Romania.
Von Doom. Richards.
He's from Transylvania, which is in Romania.
No, who?
Wait, are we talking about
Jose Von Pablo.
This is Dr. Doom.
Yeah, I thought you were explaining Dr. Doom. I was like, are you fucking high?
No, Dr. Doom's from Latveria, which is fictional.
That's how you pronounce it. What about what's the other one? Kandakwa, like
Kandak.
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 Kandak. Okay, that's Black Adam.
Whack.
Anyway,
Genosha?
fucking Jose Von Pablo.
Von Pablo.
Von.
Oh, I'm sorry, he's German now.
No,
so
he's Romanian.
Romanian Mexican.
No, he's Romanian.
With a little bit of
How do you do that accent?
Jose Von
You have
Pablo.
to be very
Von.
exact. This is shit. The time is 9.
You must be born with.
Okay then. Someone needs
¿Qué
to
pasó?
Someone needs to live.
Head of Skull, Captain American is storming the castle.
Captain Americana.
This is like Speedy Gonzalez. With
Órale, you guys are a bunch of fucking
Fucks!
fucks.
The Red Skull.
¡Cállate la boca!
What have we become?
Angry Mexicans, apparently.
Snail!
Fucking 9 Inch Nails. Like, what have I become?
What at the Grammy?
I will make you hurt. I've gotten to 9 Inch Nails.
That's
a lot
actually the
recently.
accent that Jose Mon Pablo speaks
Really?
with. What have I become? He sounds like an old man.
Oh,
Hey,
crotchety.
slow down! you
Jose
fucking-
Mon Pablo is 89 years old. We probably should have mentioned that.
Yeah, that's what he is. He's 89 goddamn years old. That's part of his character now. That's great.
And Pat stole the pee from his catheter.
Yeah, Pat was working as a nurse. Was an elderly Romanian Mexican man.
An elderly Romanian Mexican wearing a
I was
hoodie.
like, give me your piss, like, senor.
Hair
it
senor.
Hail, senor.
Hair senor. Like,
Hair
Senor.
The mister, give me
So,
your piss.
sir, basically,
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Don Mr. Senor, which means Mr.
Mr.
God
Hair
damn.
senor.
God damn it. Just goddamn.
Oh.
I don't even
Sorry.
have anything else.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, that was fun.
Fucking Jose Juan Pablo.
Von Pablo.
Von
Pablo, I
Von
apologize.
Pablo.
E-O-N. Stop being racist.
Fuck you.
Christ.
Stop being racist. We're the ones who just disgraced all of the Hispanics and Latvians and Germans and
Romanians.
Grace. I don't want. Why is mixing of the races wrong, Jared?
I don't know, but I feel like I'm obligated to marry a Romanian girl just to compensate.
That just reminded me of that South Park episode where Cartman makes Tolkien and the other chick go out, and he's like, because
Oh, 'cause
blacks
they're black.
belong
Yeah.
together.
Oh god, I remember that, yeah.
If anything, I'm saying the opposite. You're Cartman.
I am. I know. I'm saying that all races belong together,
Oh God.
which is not the case in case our audience finds that offensive.
I find it offensive.
Well, that I don't
motherfucker.
care about.
Oh.
Did we all see
Your
Anchorman
words
2,
hurt
by the
more
way?
than-
I did.
I did not. I saw Wolf of Wall Street though.
Wasn't
Let me
that?
just say, like, we were
You've
talking
already done your review.
about.
On
Fine,
the show.
whatever.
Well, it was.
Alright,
I saw it
there's-
too, and I thought it was just hilarious.
Oh, Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah,
I'll eventually
It
see
was
it.
just debauchery, and I'm glad I
For
don't
3
see movies
hours.
in theaters anymore. I can't fucking see blatant sex scenes with people I don't know anymore. Freaking bugs me out.
Oh, whoa! It just bugs me out. I just want to view people
Wait, it bugs you out
fucking
that you
everything.
don't know them?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Why are you looking at the other people in the theater?
that's what I do. That's what you don't do that. I'm just kidding. God damn it. Yeah.
There's like this big giant picture in the front of the room you're supposed to be watching.
Yeah, we're all watching DiCaprio do like blow off of like Hooker's asshole and everything. You know?
fine. That's what he
Yeah,
I
let me just
love
tell you
how-
that
Why
movie
is that
talk-
not? Yeah.
I love how DiCaprio just goes along. At this point, the screen just goes along with all this ridiculous shit that he's being thrown
Well,
at.
sooner or later he'll get an Oscar and he'll stop.
He's not gonna win.
No, he's doing all this shit and he hasn't won an Oscar.
This year he's not, but I'm saying sooner or later. He's
Sooner
going
or
to.
later.
Sooner or later, he's gonna get a lifetime
That's
achievement
the story of
award.
every DiCaprio. He's getting Oscars.
Yeah, I
not
think,
this
alright,
year,
if anything
but-
else does not pan out, I think he should get the award for finding the most female body parts to do coke off of, because
Yes.
that was fucking impressive.
Tina Fey said best at the Golden Globes. She was like, and now, like a supermodel's vagina, let's give a warm welcome to Leonardo DiCaprio. He won a Golden Globe recently. That was the second award he's ever won, ever.
Well, that was the thing. Is a lot of times the Golden Globe Best Actor gets the same.
Exactly,
A lot of
yeah.
time the guy wins that, wins the other.
Or
Except when it's Best Picture, because Social Network won
Well, I
Best.
said the guy wins Best Actor,
Okay,
not Best
yes,
Picture.
alright.
because Best
Well, I think we
Picture-
can all agree that the Social Network not winning Best Picture was
That was
horseshit.
bullshit. I still haven't seen King's Speech.
King's Speech is really
It's good,
fucking
though.
Good.
Okay, I get that he had a stutter.
King's
It's
Speech is a
emotional.
better movie than Social Network.
Alright,
It
fine.
is. It just is.
I haven't seen them in a long time, so I don't know what to say. But I know they were both good movies.
They were both good, but have you rewatched The Social Network?
No, I've been meaning to. I haven't gotten around to
It's
it.
not a rewatch movie.
Yes.
Some of his movies, his later, what's his name?
Aaron Sorkin. Or
No,
David
no-
Fincher.
Oh, I
David
know,
Fincher.
Benjamin Button.
Yeah, I rewatched that and I fucking hated it.
I hate
Benjamin
Yeah, no,
Button
that-
so
that was not his
goddamn
best work.
much.
Benjamin Button was like
Minute one of that movie, I was like, I don't like this movie. And then the very end of the movie, I was like, I don't like this movie.
I only like Kate Blanchett in that movie. I love
Kate
Kate
Blanchett's
Blanchett.
the shit. She played Bob Dylan in that one movie.
And she's the only good part about that movie.
Oh, there. Movie had some other good. Okay.
No,
No,
yeah,
I-
thank you. Yeah. So I
It's like they're so fucking unorthodox, but you know.
I just hope she wins for Blue Jasmine for the Oscar. I
I'm
think
pretty
she
sure Jose Von Pablo has Benjamin Button disease.
deserves-
So at this point, he's like a baby and he's about to die.
Nice.
Yeah, well, probably.
Oh, we could meet him
They're
somewhere in
all
the middle.
Dead.
Well, we
We're all dead. This is the greatest.
Alright. Well, you guys think we're done for the
Yeah.
week?
Yeah, because they were
I'm
dragging at
done,
this point.
Yeah.
Before
Alright.
one of us brings something else up. let's
Alright,
end it.
well then let me sign off, because you guys have missed, but I do have a sign off now. From, till next week, just keep, Jose Von Pablo in your hearts and minds and memories.
He's dead now?
Have a good week.
Is he fucking dead?
My weekly sign off is just keep something.
Oh.
Or just something with a K, basically.
Oh, okay.
Or just
Oh,
something
okay.
with a C, but, you know, for this week, you just keep,
Keep some cunt
Keep
close
him in-
to you.
yeah, keep Jose Von Pablo.
I'm close to you.
Yeah,
I wish still keep with the C and call it the triple C.
keep cut close. The Jose Von Pablo story.
That's the title of his biography.
Yeah.
Jose
Keep cut
Von
close.
Pablo.
Amen.
Keep the pussy close.